Welcome to another edition of the Clear Shots podcast. Today we have a first timer on this show. It's our buddy Graham. We talked a little bit about politics and food as always. We always end up talking about hot dogs for some reason, but that definitely happened again. And we had a good time, so please enjoy the podcast.
Or like when SpongeBob tries Gary's food. The most important meal of the day, serving it up Gary's way. Like that face, you know what I'm talking about? That's the face everybody makes when they drink Jack Daniels.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like Jack and Coke is such a classic drink that everybody's had Jack Daniels.
Yeah, but that's like a white person thing.
Is it though?
I don't know. I don't know any white people.
All you know is. But we don't discriminate. But it's just been a personal favorite of mine. I've been playing the field of liquor, just turned 21 and shit. But when I lived in South Colorado, it was Alamosa, and it was mainly Hispanic and Native population. Yeah. They know the party. They drank a lot of tequila, and I got attuned to that pretty quick.
Oh shit, tequila is good. You gotta get real tequila. You can't get that. You can't get Cuervo or Margaritaville tequila. You got to get like
Don Julio, Patron, Milagro, Suerte. It's where it's at, man.
I just don't drink tequila that much.
That's good. Stimulates you while you get drunk.
That's the problem with tequila is like you have to fucking shell out for tequila. Like you can't. You got to spend at least $35.
That's not my thing though.
I know. That's why you drink BV.
Yeah.
It's when you're feeling sassy, feeling fun.
You gotta get the cheeky.
Or if you're at a party and someone else has it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, you gotta,
I feel like the majority of liquor that I've drank has come from
other people.
Other people's liquor.
Yeah, I can say that as a fact. I think the majority of liquor I've drank is your liquor. Yeah. Actually.
Yeah, I can vouch for that. Yeah.
Oh, my God. So this Hispanic kid from Albuquerque I got introduced to, his name was Jay. If he's still alive or not in prison, it would be an interesting thing. But we went to a party with a half-gallon bottle of Patron, $120, stunting, just like straight.
A half-gallon?
Yeah, $120 bottle. They exist. It was crazy. It was half gone.
Disgusting.
It was
Why
half
would you
gone.
pay that much? So it was like a handle.
It was imagine a Patron bottle,
yeah,
like with a cork on the top, but just fatter in a half gallon.
That's so bad.
Oh, it's fun, dude. It's fun.
Oh man,
I can't imagine spending that much
on
liquor.
Booze. Oh,
just on anything.
Yeah,
that would get you drunk. Because there's other things that'll get you just as drunk for less.
Yeah, but you got to think of the midichlorians or whatever. Because I don't know. I say
what's the thing in Star Wars?
I say midichlorians because I can't think of what the word is. But I was looking up hangovers this morning when I was dying, and apparently there's a thing in alcohol that causes hangovers. Let's just call them midichlorians for now. Yeah,
okay. It's probably the alcohol.
No, it's like there's a thing that happens when distilleries and stuff like that make liquor.
I would look for it, but I know it's not midichlorians. And I'm just
you know what I mean?
On the bottle,
it's like this midichlorian count, but it's like better liquor has less midichlorians, so you don't get it doesn't affect you as badly the next day.
So I've heard of a few people on different counts that Svedka, the vodka, gives them nightmares.
What?
And I've heard that on a few different accounts. I don't really fuck with vodka too much, man. I'll be real.
That's probably not a good thing. I feel like like if you get nightmares from that shit, there's something wrong probably.
Yeah.
That explains so much.
It's either individual or something. I don't know.
I used to drink a lot of Svedka.
Word. This kid, same kid I was talking about earlier, Jake. I was drinking IPAs this whole party. Comes up to me, he's like, you have to do this shot of peach Svedka. Everyone did one. I'm like, I just visualized it going in and not mixing well. I'm like, I can't. He's like, you have to. Took it. just acted like just put a front on like I could handle it, and I just walked slowly to the bathroom. As soon as that door closed, just sprinted to the toilet. Like,
Oh yeah.
took one for the team.
You know what I've gotten really good at is throwing up on the bowl. Like instead of in the water, like when you pee and you pee on the side, so you don't make any noise.
Suppressing the.
I can't pee in the water anymore. It's just crazy. You can't do it because it's
Well, I pee sitting down now, so
it lets everybody know that you're peeing.
Yeah. Well, now I throw up on the side of the toilet.
I sit down when I pee.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, our toilet
At night.
here is fucking weird because it's like it's not exactly
A toilet.
like it's not level with the ground, like exactly.
What?
So
Oh yeah.
like it's a little bit slanted. So like when you sit on it and you take like one of those spray dumps, like the right side of the bowl, stage right, is just completely sprayed, and the other side is fucking pristine. Like you can eat off of the other side.
It's like Israel and Palestine.
It's unbelievable.
They're just both at the same toilet. They just don't realize it.
Yeah. One is pristine. You can eat off of it. The other one is covered in shit. That's.
And then you would think when you flush it, like the water would just wash it down, but it just sticks.
No.
It just stays there.
See, that's when you leave it for a while, and then you come back and you pee to get it off. To get it off, or you have somebody else go and try and pee to get it off. Just be like, hey, Dad, you gotta help me out.
Asking people if they have to pee.
Yeah, say people walking outside. Hey, you have to pee. I need to help you.
Somebody give me a hand here.
Yeah. You aim it for them.
Welcome to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Graham Barney. I'm a guest represented by Tostino's Pizza Rolls. Eat fresh.
Go to Totinos.com. Type in shots. 20% off.
20% off your first bag of nacho cheese combos. Oh, man.
Sweet Jesus. Fucking A. It's good to see you, dude.
It's good to see you, too, buddy. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here, dude.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as I saw you guys were getting on this, I had to jump in on the action. I had to backpack and piggyback as much as I can. No.
Yeah.
But I've been getting into podcasts lately. Joey Diaz, Joe Rogan have been really, like, it was awesome when I was alone. They made me cope with society, sanity, all that. Like, felt like I was chilling with my buddies listening to those.
Yeah, that's the best part. It's like, it's almost like...
It's almost like having friends.
Yeah, it's almost like having friends, and it's also nice to see how other people are around their friends and how you can act and learn from that.
Yeah.
Well, it's just
because I'm so shitty.
We all are shit.
But no, I don't remember. I didn't get into Joe Rogan until a few months ago. I was listening. I don't know if you know who. They're animators from Newgrounds and YouTube. Chris O'Neill and Stamper and Psychic Pebbles and
yeah, I think so.
Shad Man.
Shad Moss.
Shad, yeah. And
which one's Shad Moss? Isn't that Lil? It's a Lil something. One of the Lils. He used to be a hip hop artist.
Lil Bow Wow.
Is it Lil Bow Wow? I think you're right.
Yeah.
He was in Like Mike.
Yep, that's Lil Bow Wow. They had a podcast called the Sleepy Cabin Podcast, and it was mostly just they would get wicked high and wicked drunk and just talk shit for 2 hours. And then I was like, they only had like 50 episodes. And I was like, all right. And then I tried the H3H3 podcast. I can't stand that guy or his weird wife.
Honestly, I haven't checked out many that I haven't heard from. Like, most of them that I listen to are comedians that I've checked out. I haven't really broadened my horizons too much.
Those are the best ones. Right. Comedian ones are definitely the best ones.
Hell yeah.
Because their lives are so much more interesting than anybody else's. Because it's like...
well, they're also more entertaining. Like, just naturally, they're more entertaining.
It's like being a comedian is such a weird fucking profession.
Yeah.
It's such a dark...
And they all do it a different way, too.
Yeah. And it's like a brotherhood. Like, they're all friends with each other.
Yeah.
Except for Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Right on.
But, yeah, no, it's...
yeah, I started listening to Rogan like a year and a half ago, maybe, and I just I've listened to every single one every day, everything he's done since then, and then a couple times he had Diaz on, and I started listening to The Church.
Yeah.
And Then I found out Tom Segura has a podcast, so I listened to that. And then I found out Bill Burr has a podcast, and I listened to that.
Bill Burr's hilarious. I love him.
Yeah, his is great because it's just
him, isn't it?
It's just him fucking rambling. He's I use Stitcher for my podcast, and what I do is I play the episode of Rogan that I'm on, and then right after it'll play whatever's next in your list. So I always have the Monday morning podcast as the next one. So after that episode's done, it'll just resume the Monday morning podcast where I was.
Yeah.
And it's so cool because you can just jump right into that one because it's not a conversation. It's just him talking shit about stuff. So, and that's what his stand-up is too. So it's almost like a mini stand-up podcast.
It's good.
I really like it because it's like a comeback of talk radio, but it's like more intriguing, more diverse.
It's more personal.
And anybody can do it.
Exactly.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. All you need is a microphone, a pop filter, and whiskey, really.
Computer.
That's where we're all at. Oh, a computer, I guess, is a necessity. I don't know if you guys have listened to the Doug Stanhope podcast, but that one's fucking weird.
Does he have one? I didn't know.
Yeah, it's
I know
weird.
Brendan Schaub's got two of them.
Yeah.
He's on The Fighter and the Kid, and then he's got the Big Brown Breakdown.
Yeah, I've listened to a few episodes of The Fighter and the Fighter and the Kid. The Fighter. Yeah, The Fighter.
I like that too.
It's all right. I like Brendan Schaub a lot when he's on Joe Rogan because
I think Brian Callen's awesome.
Is that the guy that's with him? Yeah, Brian Callen's cool. I like Brendan. Brendan Schaub, I think, is the one that got me into Joe Rogan because I remember I watched a clip of it from like Reddit or YouTube or something, and I was like, that guy's fucking good looking. That was it. I'm pretty sure that's one. And I went through all of Joe Rogan's podcasts to just watch all of them with Brendan Schaub.
Yeah.
I have like a huge man
He's
crush
on
on
so
him.
many of them.
I have a huge
There's
man crush on him.
Website that has like a list of all of his guests.
Yeah.
It shows how many times they've been on and shit like that. And I think he's on more than anybody.
Yeah. Whatever happened to that Duncan guy?
Duncan Trussell, I was just actually going to bring him up, believe it or not. He's one of my favorite. He has a few of them on there. And
He's got a podcast.
Yeah, Duncan Trussell, Family Hour.
Yeah.
And he really gets into touch of spirituality and really, like, just broadened my horizon and made me, like, he gives me hope, like, type thing with people. He's probably been the Burning Man a few many times, but, hey, he's that version of myself that I kind of wish I could be, that free soul.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool.
He seems like a good guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've only seen bits and pieces of his.
Well, I think the last time he was on...
this?
Oh, no.
Easily.
He hasn't been on since
Since they moved, right?
Before that. So, I don't think.
Like Young Jamie?
No, Young Jamie was there, but they did that show, Joe Rogan Questions Everything, on Sci-Fi. And he was on that show, and they used to do podcasts for the show. So they would take shots of the podcast and put it into the show.
Yeah.
And the show was kind of cool. But I think that was probably the last time he was on there. I don't remember him being on there ever since then.
That's wicked fucking good, by the way.
Yeah. Tastes almost like how a Yankee Candle smells. The butter rum Yankee Candle. Jack Daniels Tennessee Honey tastes just like it smells.
Go to jackdaniels.com/shots and order your own custom bottle of Jack Daniels Tennessee Honey with Graham's face on it.
Tastes like a Yankee Candle. We also give you 25% off. No, I'm just joking.
We'll give you 25% off a Scrabble set, but you only get 25% of the letters.
Type in code NARBARN at checkout.
We can't give you any deals, just so you know.
No, they're only...
Disclaimer.
Yeah, you have to be a premium Clear Shots member, and we still haven't figured that out yet.
Patreon subscriber.
Oh my god. If we had a Patreon, it'd be no.
We could do it.
We could do it. That's the problem.
Just a bunch of extra content and a free The Lost podcast for free.
Oh god, The Lost episode.
This is episode 10, so this is our benchmark.
This is.
Ooh.
This is technically episode 11.
Yeah, but that one doesn't count.
We had an episode once, like a month ago. It was me, Seth, and Sean Skinner. And I don't think we were planning on doing a podcast. I think I came over to watch football and get drunk.
No, we just hey, let's just do a podcast.
And like Sean came up and we were all drinking. We went out and got Little Caesars and came back. Or no, we got Little Caesars first and then we started drinking. We were playing video games, watching TV, watching football. We're fucking hammered and Sean's just like, dude, let's do a podcast. And we're like, all right, yeah. So we set everything up. Dude, it was vicious. It was like 2 hours of nothing. It was so bad. And like the last...
you guys talking about high school.
It was me and Sean talking about high school, and then we were all arguing about video games for like 40 minutes. And then it got to a point where Seth goes, yeah, so I just bought Mortal Kombat X, and I'm literally like, dude, play me right fucking now. Or I was like slapping my leg. I was like, play me right fucking now. And the entire like last 20 minutes was just like button mashing and like shit talking. And like I went home, and you guys stayed up until like 4 a.m. You slept for an hour, then you went to work.
Yeah.
You put it up, and I listened to like the first half hour, and I'm like, dude, you got to take this down. This is so bad.
Yeah.
Like it was that bad. It was
I was like,
embarrassing.
this isn't gonna happen.
Word. Well, I'm happy to be here for your legitimate Mark 10.
Yeah. Hopefully this doesn't
boys.
become a lost episode. It was good though. Fucking A.
Yeah, dude. Fucking A. It's been a trip. I wanted to, going to the bar and stuff like that. Some people like only talk about high school, and it's like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
I'm here now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I'm here now.
It gets very annoying.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we had the good memories. Like, I went to fucking, when we were in TV class and we did video editing, I was high as fuck every morning.
Yup, I was always drinking codeine cough syrup. Like, from like the start of junior year until like the end of senior year, I was just high on painkillers every morning. I remember I pissed off Psych at Wicked Bad one day because we watched a video about a dog dying.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm literally just like, why are we even watching this? And he goes, excuse me? I go, Psych it. This is killing my buzz. He goes, you can leave right now. And I'm like, no, I'm fine.
I remember.
He was livid.
This is really emotional and sentimental, Jake.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I go, I don't want to start my day watching a dog die. Like I was like pissed at him. It was so stupid.
That was so true. Oh,
I was like, none of us are enjoying this. It's just a dog. Well, the production's really nice. I'm like, but the dog's dying. It's like that fucking viral YouTube video where like the dog gets cancer or something, and they like feed it cheeseburgers and like have it play in the park or whatever. I don't fucking know. It's some stupid shit. It's like
It's nice of him.
it's like Bella's last day or whatever, and it's just a dying dog, and then they put it down.
Yeah, but the production was good.
I just didn't want to start. I would have rather ended my day like that than like that's at 7:30 in the morning. I don't want
Well,
to
at least
watch.
it's 7:30 in the morning, and you like might forget about it later on.
I guess.
At
I'm
night,
still
you gotta
thinking
go to
about it
sleep.
right now.
Scarred for life.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking it. Yeah, I remember we made that one the word, and I was just so...
Oh my god, that was
And I was
we ripped off Stephen Colbert, right? Wasn't that what it was? Because it was Stephen Colbert had
Yes!
the thing on his show on the Colbert Report. I think it was called The Word, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it would just be like one single word from a headline, and he would talk about it. And I had Graham do that. Graham and I did that, and it was fucking hilarious.
Oh, dude, I was on the morning announcements, like, just
Straight
chink-eyed, and just like, hey, guys, how's your day going? And, the faces of Circle High School.
Yep, it was fantastic.
Dude, it was a little bit of fun here and there.
Oh, fuck.
But, yeah, I'm glad I'm fucking over that, though. Hell,
Yeah.
It's not bad, man. Life's been a trip. It's crazy seeing how some people turned out, especially being away for 2 years and coming back.
Man.
It's like, damn.
Some of us are dead. Like, some people have died.
Yeah.
So like 3 people that we went to high school with have died since you've been gone.
Oh, man, fucking it. Yeah, we haven't even been out 4 years. So many people getting married, having kids.
Those people are train wrecks, dude.
Yeah. Late peakers, plateauers.
There are so many train wrecks. It makes me feel so good.
They were
about
train
myself.
wrecks like in high school, so we already knew. Like we already knew the end was near.
There's a
Some
few of
people.
them that I'm surprised about. I'm not gonna name names. He probably
yeah.
is one of the dead ones. But there was a kid that played football all 4 years of high school. And I saw him last year tweaking out on bath salts, and he tried to fight like a 12-year-old, and the 12-year-old beat the shit out of him with a skateboard. True story.
That's great.
He tried to he was on the train bridge, and it was me and my buddy Dan walking to the west side on the train bridge, and then this kid on a bike and another kid on a skateboard were coming across the other way, and all of a sudden, like, we're all the way at the end, like right when you walk in, and we can see them all the way at the other side, and they're just getting into a tussle, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I see this little kid just has a skateboard and is just fucking bashing this guy with it. And I'm like, oh, all right. So we stood there and just waited. Like, we looked so sketchy. We stood there and we waited. We sat on the fucking pipe thing. And then, like, 10 minutes later, the cop showed up. And I'm like, fuck. I go, we might as well go and talk to him because we basically saw this whole thing turn out. And, like, this kid's they put the football player in the fucking ambulance, and he's just, like, fucking shaking and shit. He's all beat up. And it's like, he was always a clean-cut, like, preppy kid. And he had, like, super long, shaggy hair, a wicked, patchy, shitty beard. He was, like, covered in dirt. I don't even think he was wearing shoes.
Jesus.
And they were like, we don't know what he's on. We think he's on bath salts. But do you know what this kid's name is? And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's, such and such. And,
Jesus. Damn.
It's like,
well, that's good.
Dude.
That's good you guys were there to, like, at least identify and help a little bit in the process. Because that would suck.
That was, like, I'm glad I wasn't that kid.
Yeah.
A lot of people expected me to be that kid. Nope. I'm just an asshole at the bar that gets free drinks from you.
Yeah.
Bumped into me, you should buy me a drink.
Yeah.
That's classic.
If you're going to rub up against me like that, at least buy me a drink. Oh, what are you drinking? Gin and tonic. Please. Before I cry.
Oh, man. I went through a little rough patch in my life, to be honest, but thank God I was living alone to where I didn't have to bring anyone down with me or that my family didn't have to see me go through some shit. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't too bad. But, I mean, everyone just kind of has to figure out their shit. I'll just do a bunch of blow and then masturbate my brains out and look out and wait for shadow people. And just look out the window, just walk around the house looking out the windows. Be like, my life's going down the fucking drain. I need to turn this around. Moved to Denver, got a job, and now we're here.
So, the coke is what helps. See, I masturbate furiously and then look for shadow people, but I don't do blow first. Yeah. So that's what I got to start doing.
No, man.
I'm just eating toothpaste and, like, fucking myself in the ass.
I'm just eating cat food.
Yeah.
Huffing glue, you know.
It helps you fall asleep. You got to do it fast or you're never going to fall asleep.
Oh, fucking A. But everyone goes through some cycles in life, shit, man. Like, I think everyone goes through that one period in life where it's just like, I was like a sleazeball, or I was just kind of socially awkward as fuck, or just whatever. Everyone has their own shit to deal with, and honestly, that's what we all have in common. And, like, once you get older, you realize it.
Well, I think a lot of times it's, like, in your head, too, more than anything. Yeah. I feel like most other people just don't see that, like, in you. Mm-hmm. I feel like a lot of times you're the one who recognizes it. True. Which means usually it's not as big as a problem as you make it. Mm-hmm. It's the idea of running it through your head so many times. It makes you hype
yourself up about it.
Yeah. Self-judge. You're your biggest critic. Like everyone is for sure. And not to be like, we're all being a living organism. There's people who are narcissistic to where it's an issue, but like you are looking out for you. You're the only one really looking out for you. So. Like, I think we probably do analyze more than we probably should, and all that, for sure. Yeah,
people just overthink things just all the time.
Yeah, it's, I'm trying not to do that. I try and be wicked impulsive.
It's a part of trying to make yourself better, though.
Yeah, but it's like...
trying to find out what your flaws are.
Yeah.
There's a thing that I've, like, noticed. It's coping with modern-day society. It's being in the moment, but also planning for the future. Because if you, like, don't plan for the future, you're fucked, can't pay your rent, you can't pay your bill, whatever, and blah, blah, blah. But also, like, you can't spend your whole time at a 9 to 5 just working to survive, because then you just, like, your kids are pissed at you because they didn't spend enough time with you. Your wife ends up cheating on you because you it's not as hot as it used to be because you're working so hard. So, like... fucking promote doing things for the right reasons, but getting caught up in the cycle while doing so. And it's just like finding the balance, the sweet spot of being sporadic but also planning and having a good
it's like good. Some people just get like tunnel vision on what their goal is, and I think it kind of ruins like what they're doing like in the moment, because they don't enjoy themselves in a way.
True.
A lot of people are I think a lot of people now, especially with social media, they're scared of failure because now anything you do, whether it's good or bad, gets broadcasted to everybody.
Well, it's a lot of people. It's their own fault. People are just addicted to that shit now. They want to post everything that they do.
I I've been taken after. My younger sister doesn't have a Facebook.
Good.
I don't think she has an Instagram, or she has an Instagram. She doesn't have a Twitter. Like, she has an Instagram, and she just posts like pictures that she draws and stuff like that. And it's like so I started doing that. I'm on Facebook maybe, I don't know, way less than I used to be. If I had to I'm maybe on once or twice a day.
Dude, I got on today after like a week, and I had like 19 notifications, and they were all like events and shit. And they're like, oh, your page hasn't posted in a while. Do you want to post? And this person's birthday was this day. And then we've made a video for you about your friends or whatever. Yep. It's like, I don't care about any of that shit. Like, none of that is what I'm on Facebook for.
Yep. I saw a TED Talk saying if like people who keep up or just like kind of, what is it, compare yourself to friends via their Facebook status are more likely to be depressed and all that shit. And yeah, there was like a time where just like, yeah, I'm gonna do it for the selfie, do it to post online and blah blah blah.
You want to get all those likes.
You're faking the smile that's on your face where you can't just enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah,
type thing. And again, it's the balance. Like, yeah, I get on social media every once in a while because I'm bored and blah blah blah. But yeah, some people, like what I noticed in this town specifically is reputation's a big thing.
Yeah.
And no one wants to be seen talking to the wrong person and blah blah blah. Like once you go out, live alone, whatever, and find out who you are, it's pretty cool.
It's technology taken away from real life. And what's a perfect example of that is when you go to a concert and you see people with their fucking phones up.
They're not looking at the concert.
And they're watching their phones. They're not even watching the concert.
Yeah.
They're watching what they're recording on the phone. Or they're on Facebook Live showing the fucking concert to everybody. It's like, okay, they know you're there.
Live showing Happy Gilmore.
It's like no one's going to sit there and watch the fucking concert with your horrible phone audio in the first place.
Who's going to watch your firework videos?
Right.
Really? Why can't you just enjoy the fireworks?
Yeah.
Like, shit.
Dude, not to mention fireworks can't even get picked up very well video-wise. Like, the colors don't work.
Steve Lacerdo actually posted a picture of the Harborfest.
If you have a good enough camera, yeah.
It was good, but like,
phone cameras ain't going to do it.
Yeah,
and that's what everybody has now.
I was like, this is what I'm doing, and it's just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't like taking pictures of things or taking videos of things.
No, I never
I don't
do.
like, I go to football games or concerts or whatever. I don't fucking take pictures or nothing.
I will. I'll take like a couple just to
look back on it.
Like,
it's nice.
Yeah, because sometimes I like, if I'm scrolling through my pictures, I'm like, oh shit, I remember I actually went to that thing. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't even fucking remember.
It's nice, but it's like again, so people are just there for their phones and they're glued to it the whole time. Just like, get your eyes off that shit.
Yeah, it's almost like people go to an event for the photo of the event.
Yep, I agree.
Like, I don't even.
It's nice to have like some sort of remembrance.
Like a memento.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna buy merch most of the time when I go to a show.
See, and I buy merch every time.
But the thing is, like, a lot of times when I go to a show, it's just packed at the fucking merch table. And I'd much rather just get out. Because it's never here. Like, I'm never going to shows like here. Mm-hmm. It's always fucking out of state. So it's going to be packed.
Yeah.
And we want to get out of there and get to our hotel or just start getting the fuck out of there and heading home.
It's like, we saw Rush 2 or 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
3 years ago.
Where was that?
Buffalo. I've seen Rush, I think, 3 times. Nice. Saw them twice in Buffalo and went to the state fair. But we always leave. They always close. All 3 of the shows we went to, they always close out the show with Working Man. And that's right when we leave. My parents and I, we leave when Working Man starts. Because a lot of people love that. It's okay.
You're still going to hear it.
You're still going to hear it, but you have to leave when Working Man starts. Otherwise, you're not getting home for 24 hours. That's what we learned.
That's the truth.
And that's what we were telling people. Too. It was like, you've heard Working Man 100 times. Yeah, but you can't tell
people, dude, you're giving away the secret, and then everybody's going to start leaving. And
yeah, but the thing is
there's going to be nobody there.
The thing
Eventually, there's going to be no one there when Working Man is.
It's going to be just my parents and I there when Working Man is on, and then we get to hang out with Geddy Lee. That's
He's going to be like, thanks for staying. Time. Thanks for staying, guys. Nobody ever stays for Working Man.
I wonder why that is, Geddy.
Oh, man. It was great. I went to 2 Atmosphere concerts, one in Buffalo at the ballroom, and one at Red Rocks out in Colorado. And to be honest with you, with the exception of 2 or 3 songs, it was the same set and it was 2 different tours, which is the thing. It was just
That's
like
pretty annoying.
Yeah, it's my dad was a deadhead, and I kind of been brought up the whole thing. If like bands that are improvisational, to where they have enough material to where like every set's gonna be different and gives you a reason to go tour and follow them and all this stuff. Like it was a good show. Don't get me wrong. Love atmosphere. First show I went and bought $200 worth of merch. Just went up to the table back. I'll take one of each of your shirts and a medium and a backpack. And he's like, oh, you also get a free hat. I'm like, fuck yeah. Can I can I at least meet Slug? Like I should have asked. Like fuck.
It's like going to see a comedian twice and seeing the same set.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
There was
Between the Buried and Me is great about that, because what their schedule is like they put out an album and then they tour the whole fucking album. Every show on that tour is the whole album all the way through. Then they put out another album and then they tour that fucking album.
sort of like what
And
Pink
so
Floyd did.
So like, yeah. So if you go see them at every tour, you're just gonna see every album all the way
And
through.
they probably
it's
do like
fucking
the
great.
crazy show and all that.
Yeah.
So my dad saw Pink Floyd
Damn, that's awesome.
when they did The Wall, when The Wall first came out, and then the final cut, Momentary Lapse of Reason, and The Division Bell.
Mm-hmm.
And he saw Pulse, which was crazy. I don't know where it was. I want to say it was like New York City or New Jersey or something like that, or DC. And it was like, I don't know if you've seen Pulse, like the DVD, but it was like a big eyeball, and inside the eyeball was like the world and like ecosystems and shit like that. And it was just like, I don't know if you ever
It's
seen
a visual experience more than
I don't think have you ever seen Pink Floyd or Roger Waters or David Gilmour live?
I saw the Pink Floyd cover band at Harborfest one year with Wes and everything. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But I can only imagine what the real deal is like.
It was like we saw Roger Waters live. I have the shirt somewhere. It's my backup shirt with the hammers on it. I think it's behind the couch.
backup shirt. He has a backpack here, like just sitting behind my couch with a shirt in it. Like that's all it is. It's not even his backpack.
It's like somebody else with me just in case I shit my britches. You know.
Well, sometimes I come here right after work and I don't want to like be sitting here covered in milk, so I change shirts.
What do you do?
What do? I get covered in milk for a living. It's awful.
Some people's weird fetishes out there, man. That's right.
I'm a milk
No,
guy.
I work at Seneca Hill Manor nursing home. I work in the kitchen.
Nice.
But a fucking garbage bag ripped, and I just got covered in old milk. And
Now, what kind of garbage bags you got?
We were supposed to have
'Cause this
11.
is a deep conversation that we can get into here.
We're supposed to have 0.11 millimeter thick garbage bags, but for some reason we have 0.9 millimeter thick garbage bags, and it's fucking garbage.
I don't know what our size
It's
is.
so stupid. No, like seriously, like 0.02 of a millimeter makes so much of a difference. It's
Dude.
not even funny.
Dude, the ones at the movie theater are so fucking bad because, like, what we need to do is drill holes in the bottom of the trash cans, because at the end of the night they fill it with popcorn and it fills it, the whole bag, like, creates a suction in the fucking actual trash can, so you can't pull it out because, like, the whole thing's gonna lift up with it. So it's like it takes you 5 minutes just kind of like holding it until the trash can falls off. Jeez. So if you have like a relief in the bottom, like a hole, you could probably work it. But the fucking trash bags are not big enough for how much like full sodas like and shit like that they throw away. Yeah. There's just no way. The shit rips all the fucking time. It's a pain in the ass.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, nah, fuck that. Fuck garbage.
I just don't get how someone, first of all, at the movie theater, like, soda costs like $4.
Why
more
wouldn't
than
you just take
$4.
it home?
Why are you throwing those fucking away?
Yeah. You know what pisses me
And they
off?
throw away those big buckets too.
I was
like
gonna
those
say they throw away
$5-6 fucking
the
collector's
fucking
buckets.
the souvenir buckets and shit, or the souvenir cups.
Yeah, I fucking
That's
see
so
those all the
stupid.
time, just sitting in the theater. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck? They first of all they spill it all over the fucking floor, and then they just leave it. It's like you spent $7 almost on that thing.
Yeah,
it's probably more than that actually.
Yo, man, I went to a movie theater in Colorado. Just me and my dad saw that Edward Snowden movie. $50, all said and done. After everything, $50.
That's fucked.
$20 each for the ticket, and then snacks on top of that. So you're looking at a $75, close to $100 date just with my dad.
Yep.
It's like if I was trying to stun us a chick, like
it's
nope,
like,
not taking her to movies.
It's like at least $7 here. It's at least $7 or $8 here to get into the movie. Yeah. And the theater itself only makes money off of the concessions. That's where they make their money.
That's why they're fucking hyped up.
So their candy bars are $4.25 and shit
It's so
for
bad.
like a fucking Nerds rope.
Dude, but it's the most delicious Nerds rope.
Yeah, because you paid so much for
Where
it.
the fuck do you find Nerds rope? I was looking for him at Walmart. Couldn't find him. I was upset.
Try like Wayne Drugs or something.
Probably got to go to Amazon and get a bucket full.
Okay.
You
yeah,
could.
that's actually
I
such a good
guarantee
idea.
you.
That's
I guarantee Amazon.
well, like you have
sells
all
them in
those
bulk.
fucking warheads still.
Yeah, that was from Amazon.
Yeah.
Yo, they only have bags of like pink Starburst. I saw at Sam's Club like a few years ago.
Wait, what?
Just pink Starburst in a huge bag. I'm just like, this is fucking it.
This is the height of luxury. Is getting to choose the Starburst.
Chuck Norris flavored Starburst, please.
Who is the man responsible for this? I can't believe you're drinking right now.
Me?
Yeah,
Why?
because you've been talking about how you're hungover all day.
Yeah,
And
no, I was hungover till 4. I'm fine now.
Champ.
I ate an apple and I have coffee. Cold brew, hazelnut.
Nice.
But no, I'm going to the fucking IMAX in 3. Dude, I have such a good 3-day vacation this week. I'm not kidding.
Oh, nice.
Fucking Tuesday night, going to Wes's. Cody's gonna be there. You should show up unannounced. It'd be pretty good.
Where's off? What?
He actually lives like. Where do you live? You live
He doesn't give me an address, obviously, but yeah. I live back in my dad's old place. I got the whole upstairs.
He lives like maybe
Same.
5 minutes away from you now.
nice.
Yeah, he lives right around the corner.
Yeah, literally right around the corner.
Hell yeah.
And Wednesday we're going to see Brendan Schaub VIP tickets, and we're getting Taco Bell.
Dude, fuck.
Thursday I'm gonna be hungover because we're gonna be at the Funny Bone all night.
Yeah,
And then
world of beer probably.
Yeah.
Afterwards,
And then Friday, my dad and I are going to the IMAX to see The Last Jedi in 3D.
Jesus.
We do it every year. Every year since The Force Awakens, we go to see the new Star Wars movie in 3D, and then we go to TGI Fridays.
Nice.
Dude, it's the best time of year.
Nice. TGI Fridays is good. Smoky Bones is where I hit though.
Smoky Bones, is that the one that has they have the radio stations, or no, not the radio, but like they have TVs everywhere.
Yeah, you can tune into which TV.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Smoky Bones?
no.
Yo, dude, if you go there, get the donuts. Get them first, like before your meal. They're so hot you can barely hold them.
Solid advice. Get the donuts first.
You got it.
Dessert first, real man shit. You know.
Fuck. Yeah, nah, TGI. I haven't been to Smoky Bones in forever. We went there when I don't know if it was when they first opened or when they remodeled or something. And that was when they had the tune-in. Like, they have TVs everywhere. But they have little speakers in all the booths. And you can pick what TV to listen to.
Oh, yeah.
So you can actually listen to the fucking game you're watching.
Oh, so it's like a drive-through format almost.
Yeah, and all the
your
booths are
own
kind of
little-
closed off from each other.
That's
been to
kinda cool.
A few restaurants, like went to a few Chili's out in Colorado where they have like a touchscreen at the table to where if you need a drink or whatever, like like you press a button. Also, you can pay your meal if you have for a card or whatever.
That's
you can
dope.
just bam.
What?
Like you don't have to wait for your bill because like sometimes it's a pain in the ass when you're at a restaurant. And you're like, I want to fucking leave, but I haven't gotten my bill yet. Can I get my bill, please, for the third time? Like, yeah.
They're like, no, my name's not Bill, it's Jessica. What do you need? You want another Mountain Dew? Fuck.
For the road, sweetie.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's crazy. No, there's some restaurant in Syracuse that one of my coworkers was telling me about. Because she doesn't tip. She doesn't believe in tipping.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you could just not believe in it. I thought it was like a...
She doesn't believe it exists.
It's not like...
No, she
It's not
doesn't
like
tip.
fucking
It's fucked up.
Jesus or something like
It's
that.
fucked up, honestly. She doesn't tip. And her argument, and like we argue with her. I argue with her all the fucking time about it. But she goes, I don't want to tip them. I'm not going to pay them extra for just doing their job. And I'm like, but they barely make minimum wage. She goes, so I didn't make them become a waiter. And I'm like, I can't argue with you about that because you didn't, but you should still just do it to just be nice.
Tip is a literal form of... It's called a gratuity for real. It's just like almost how... It is kind of a weird system now I think about it. But I was a waiter for like a 3-month time and stuff like that. And it was a trip.
It's meant to just give the people who are better at their jobs more money.
Yeah, it's like an incentive
It's like
based.
it's like a commission almost.
Yeah, because
Yep.
if you don't, they pay you less than minimum wage, but correct me. I know I don't know if it's like this in New York, because I was a waiter at the Foundry for like a year, but we made fucking like $9 an hour. Anyway, we didn't make less than, or whatever minimum wage was at the time, maybe $8.50. So we made minimum wage plus tips.
That's awesome.
But there's some places where you make $4 an hour plus tips.
Yep.
But if you don't make, say, minimum wage, and you work 30 hours and you only make $150 off tips, and somebody with minimum wage working 30 hours would make, $200 or $250, they have to pay you the difference or something like that. Oh, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, no problem.
But basically, to go back, she was telling me, I want to say it's Longhorn Steakhouse, or maybe it's Chili's in fucking Syracuse, because there is one in Syracuse, right?
Yeah.
She was saying she was arguing with one of the employees there because she didn't want to tip the waiter, and when you pay with your card and use the slider, the lowest it goes is like, I think maybe like 5% or something like that. And she refused to tip the person and made a whole scene at Chili's. And she didn't want to tip them. And they were there for like an extra half hour to like cancel the transaction, to put the money back on her card. And then she like got cash out and then paid and it didn't tip. And it's like, why do you want to go out of your way to be that person?
For like $2. Like,
literally.
You could go $2 and be fine.
Yeah. So here's the deal. If you're going to a place consistently, always tip. I've tipped nice at bars that I go to, at restaurants, because you know what? I've been at a packed bar where they're going down the line and they see me with $1, and just because I've tipped them an extra $1 or $2 before, they skip those people and they come to me. They hook you up with better prices. You build that relationship, and just knowing that you appreciate the service. Yeah, it's sometimes a little overrated. Should you earn $1 for pouring me this drink? In the amount of time that I actually worked to get this $1 and the time that you paid or did to fucking pour this drink.
Needs a tissue.
But no, it's always pays off. Everything comes back to you in the long run, man.
Dude, that's how I am with Sub Shop. I always tip like $4. Yeah. And now when I order Sub Shop, they're at my house in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Flat.
Yo, isn't that
awesome.
Weird? Yeah, I do $5 every time. Especially if it's shitty conditions, I'll give them a few more.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
What are you doing right now?
Pays the tip, ladies and gentlemen.
I've been drinking.
Had a couple drinks, seen a few things.
You need a hobby, Bubs. What's your hobby, Ray? Drinking? You want a beer, buddy? Sure. Hands him a half-empty one, pulls a fucking fresh one out of his jacket.
I miss the old version of the show. It kind of got a little too much for me, but I love old, like, to season 7, I can't watch past, like, season 8, season 7.
I think we mentioned this at one point, and we were talking about how they discovered their characters, and they discovered what was funny about their characters, and they just went too far with it. Like, they just kind of tried too hard, basically, is what they did. I think the charm of it, of the original couple seasons, was that it was really,
looked like shit.
It was very organic, and it didn't look like a professional crew was shooting it. Like, that was the whole thing.
True.
Are these twist-offs? How'd you open that?
Oh, with a lighter. You know the finger bang trick?
What?
The finger gun bang trick?
Oh, like the South Park band?
No, like this. You use it, do it like a finger gun, like that. Use your fingers, leverage a lighter. Bam.
Huh.
Took me.
Dude, I have so many bottle openers now.
Took me a little while.
I'm like made of bottle openers now, as of that trick.
My roommate in Colorado went to California, San Diego for like spring break, and he picked up a chick just because he knew that trick. So it pays off, ladies and gentlemen. Learn to open beers with lighters.
I have a bottle opener, so.
Yeah, I have a C's Farms one. It wore down. I use it so much that it's just like.
There's probably people that do that. There's probably people that do that while they have. There's probably people that pull that off while they have bottle openers on their keys. They just clearly have a bottle opener like right here, and they're still like.
I saw a video of a girl opening a bottle of beer with her boobs, and it was like, yup, that's it.
Nice.
I'll never fall in love.
I'm yet to do a boob luge. I really want to.
How the fuck is that possible?
A boob luge? Oh yeah, you just gotta get a chick with big tits. That's all it is. They press them together, and you're at the bottom receiving end. Just go.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
what?
They push them together. That's where they're gonna get a little leakage. I mean, it happens. But it straight goes down the crevasse of
The solar plex.
the solar plex cleavage area into your mouth, and apparently gives you magical powers.
Women are magic.
Yeah,
But yeah,
dark and good magic.
they're like fucking voodoo magic, blood magic.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
so you were asking how do they open the bottle with their boob?
Yeah, how does that work?
Yeah, that'd be painful.
I don't know. It was just she had at least like 36 Ds, and she just took the bottle, put it under one, and just went. It was like a vacuum. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
It's got to do some damage, you would think.
do a lot of damage. I'm thinking she had some sort of trick. I think she was wearing a wire,
Yeah.
like a
She
wire
had a
frame
bottle
bra.
opener like taped to
Yeah.
like under her boob.
Oh yeah, just a magician.
I'd like to see somebody open a bottle of beer with their dick.
I wouldn't want to
I
watch
would
it. I'd
not.
just be like, oh, you know what? If it was a blurred video.
Yeah.
You know what?
Murder-
Fuck it.
murder
If you give me a
face
few
good.
drinks, I'll see it.
A cock ring bottle opener.
Yo, man, I work at the piercing shop in town. We don't pierce genitalia, but we sell the shit that goes on like a Prince Albert. And it's just like, how could you lift up your dick with that on? It's like an
no.
extra pound of
Isn't that
metal.
the one in your dick hole?
Yeah.
Who gets those?
That's
Dude.
like, how could you pick up, like, how could you get
Who
an
gets
erection?
those?
It'd
Seriously.
be like lifting weights with your dick. And, I mean,
Fuck that, man.
yeah, fuck
God
that.
damn.
That just makes you want to pass out thinking about it. But, fuck
You ever
it.
been with a girl with her clit pierced?
No.
Me neither.
This chick, dude. Okay, so I'm at work one day and I'm kind of like a little hungover. This was like the highlight of my day. This chick comes in. She's reasonably cute and we're busy as fuck. And she goes, "Yeah, I need a piercing because the one in my the ball in my clit fell out, and I haven't even been having sex, and it pissed me off." And she said it 3 times in a row, to where I'm just like, I want to be like, we got mirrors in the back if you want to hit, but I'm just like, you're at work. Keep it together. Keep your face professional. And I'm just like, yeah, yeah. Like, I hope you out. Like, just my face is turning red by the minute. I'm just like, God damn, if I wasn't at work. But she was just laying it on pretty thick. I think she wanted my number. But people are rarely comfortable talking about the genitalia piercings, I guess. But I don't know.
I don't have one, but if
Me
I
either.
did, I would talk about it a lot.
Probably.
I talk about most things.
It's been good, dude. Like,
They do
working
gauges? Like genitalia gauges?
I don't know. Think about it. I know they do
Like
it in
a
the
cheese-
cheek.
like
No.
a clit plug.
They do. So in like Africa, I've seen.
Oh, that hurts me, and I don't even have a clitoris. Oh,
There's extreme body modification, and then there's fucking that. Like, that is another fucking level.
So in Africa, they have gauges on their cheeks.
Yeah.
On the side of the cheeks. Like, how can you drink water without having?
they
Spray?
don't have water. That's the thing. They don't worry about it. You go up, you're just like, hey, Hagoob, how do you drink water with those things in your cheeks? What's water?
We just shotgun beers. We
Yeah,
don't
He
drink
speaks
water.
English for some reason.
They have to. Gentrification's
He only
happening
knows.
everywhere.
He only knows the phrase "What's water" in English.
This episode of the Clear Shots podcast is brought to you by water. Africans don't have it. That's why it's good.
Hashtag "What's water." Type in "What's water" at checkout.
Yep. Type in episode shots at aquafina.com and you can send a package of water to Ethiopia.
Clear shots. We prefer tequila, not vodka. I don't know. What do you guys like? Shit.
Whiskey, like liquor wise?
Yeah.
Whiskey and rum.
I like gin and rum.
Right on.
Gin is definitely my favorite. I think most of my blood when I came home last night was gin and tonic water.
I believe it.
Nice.
It was dangerous.
Yeah, like I said before, tequila and whiskey my game. When I drink beer, I like Guinness. It's like chocolate milk to me.
Oh, dude.
Goes down fucking
I'm
slam
so
Guinness.
happy you like Guinness.
I just fucking.
So many of my friends hate Guinness.
I like Guinness. Like if I'm eating.
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
like just
like
to
a-
have like Guinness is like a treat.
Yes.
It's like a fucking macchiato. It's the macchiato of beers.
Yeah.
You don't drink a
Like,
macchiato every morning on the way to work. You drink a macchiato when you want to treat yourself.
Like, you ain't gonna drink like 8 Guinness at a party or something. Like, I could not do that. I'd be way too fucking full.
Oh,
I just remember there was the one guy at one of Wes's parties that was drinking straight, wow. What the fuck's that gin called? Bombay. He had a handle of, or not a handle, but he had like a big bottle of Bombay Sapphire and was just drinking it straight all night. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Straight gin sucks.
Oh,
Makes
it's
me
so bad.
cringe just thinking about it.
It tastes like a Christmas tree. It's bad. I love gin. I can't do shots. You can't do shots of gin.
Oh,
You can't do
no.
shots of scotch.
Mm.
You shouldn't, at least.
Yep. Yep.
But
It's advised against greatly.
yeah. I don't think you should do shots in general, unless they're like one of those fancy ones, you know? Like that one fucking fat guy at the bar that kept bumping into me that I was talking shit to bought me a shot called the Royal Flush.
Yeah, those are good.
You ever have one of those?
Yeah, they're dank.
It's Crown Royal and peach schnapps or something, or Crown Royal
yeah.
and peach schnapps.
I actually don't recall. I've had it before, and I think I was pretty drunk when I had it. I'm like, this is dank. That and a white lady's good.
What's that?
Can't remember. But I just know it's dank. I can look it up on my phone. But, yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones out there.
They have
There's a lot of bad ones, too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All that.
Fucking if like one of my friends will go to the bar and the first thing he does is he buys all of us a shot of Jack, and it's like, dude, can't. We do it anyway, but it's like you can't do that.
Jack
Yeah.
Fire's good as a shot.
Yeah.
But
And the Jack,
did-
I could do shots of the Jack Honey.
Oh yeah. But yeah,
just
regular
straight
Jack, it's a little heavy. It's a hit or miss. The thing with the tequila too, it's a hit or miss. The first shot, depending on what I've eaten that day, I'm either gonna throw up or I'm gonna take it like a champ. Like, but after that first initial shot, I know where I stand for the night. Crazy story. You were talking about Four Locos earlier and how they get you fucking wasted.
Oh yeah,
And all
every
that stuff.
time,
So-
especially when you chug them.
Yeah, I was at just new to the scene, Alamos, Colorado. They have a college there, Adams State. I'm going out with this kid Jay, who I was talking about earlier, and we bought a bottle of Patron, a few shots deep. We ate some mushrooms, fucking went out,
God.
and we bought another bottle of Patron. Actually, I was like, at least.
Wait, before you finished the first one, you bought a second bottle?
Oh no, we finished the first bottle, and we got a second one, and literally, I was at least 16, 17 shots deep on the Boomers, and I went to a party. And hooked up with this chick who apparently gained some weight overnight. But I woke up the next morning and she was thrown up, and I'm just like, I didn't think you were that drunk. She was like, I had a Four Loko, and I was just like, I drank way more alcohol than you, and I was like on a whole nother level, but just like one Four Loko fucked you up like that much.
Dude, it's bad.
Jesus Christ, I felt
They're,
terrible.
I'm supposed to not drink them because my friend, you know Zamaya, he works at Eagle Beverage, and I talked about this before. They had a pallet of Four Loko where the forklift punctured the bottom like cans, but they didn't realize that they were all punctured. And they realized, oh shit, all these Four Locos are empty, and they leaked everywhere. They were sitting there for like a week or two, and the Four Loko ate away at the concrete in the fucking warehouse. Like,
Jesus,
I'm not even
Christ.
kidding. Fucking sent me a picture of it and everything. Like, the Four Loko was eating away at concrete, and it's like, I'm drinking that all the time.
I never had Four Loko when it was like when it
The
was Four
dangerous
Loko,
one, right?
Yeah.
Where it had caffeine and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I never had that.
What was that one? That one Tech 9 song, Caribou Lou, 151 rum and coconut juice with had something else in it, some Malibu. Yeah, Malibu, pineapple juice, and 151. So dank of a drink. It's called. They don't make 151 anymore. They discontinue it. But that'll
Bacardi 151, they don't make it anymore?
That'll put some hairs on your chest. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they discontinued it. I'm pretty sure.
Damn, I had it a couple years ago.
So gnarly.
It was ridiculous.
Fucking, like, it's so clean of a drunk, you don't know how drunk you are till it's too late.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked.
I like rum. I don't like Bacardi. I like,
Like Captain. Who can't? Who
fuck.
can't?
Kraken. That's the only rum I drink. It took me so long to think of it. I like black rum.
I got so drunk off Kraken, I don't like it. That's the
Kraken
thing.
is, I drink that like just warm, like neat in a glass. Just sip it. It's, oh my God.
It's pretty smooth.
It's so nice. And it's like, what, 50% maybe? 40, I don't know, 49%.
Yeah, this one time I went out to the bars and my buddy Tim was lived somewhat close to like Old City and shit, so he was like the hub that we would go to before and after.
Oh yeah.
We met this like random black dude at the bar and he came back with us and he like opened his trunk and had all these fucking like illegal beverages from like out of state. This was back when like Four Loko was like big. But there was like some weird like they were called like atomic whatever or some shit like nuclear shit like I was like, what the fuck is
Some
this shit?
off-brand Four Locos type
Yeah,
thing?
basically.
Yeah.
And they were just super intense. Like I was like so jittery, like worse than like because Monster kind of fucks with me, but that shit was like crazy, and I got drunk as fuck off of it too. And that was such a weird night because we went across the street. His like he knew one of his neighbors, and like we just kind of like walked into his neighbor's house because he knew him that well, and we played his drum set. Like
What?
we basically just went and hung out at his neighbor's house. It was such a fucking weird night.
Hell yeah. I've had plenty of those, my man. That's for sure.
I haven't had many weird nights. I was actually talking. I had weird mornings mostly. I was talking to my buddy Steve today on the way home from work about the worst decision I've ever made. My buddy Jordan and I don't know if he listens to the podcast, but
Shout out to Jordan.
shout out to Jordan. Go to jordan.com, type in code SHOTS to hear this story. Or you can listen to it right now. We ended up, this is my first semester of college OCC, and me and Jordan and two other people, I want to say Jay and Eddie, maybe not, I don't know.
They're made up names.
Yeah, doesn't matter. This didn't happen. No.
Ripley's believe it or not.
Yeah.
I'm making it up as I go.
We went to a frat party at SU, and we had fun. It was pretty good. It's pretty great. We got really fucking high, really fucking drunk. It was really weird because you had to show your ID to get in, and we showed them our OCC IDs, and they just laughed, and then they let us in anyway. It's like it was like we were disabled, like it was like a handicap parking pass. Like they're like, fuck it, come in. You're only gonna do this once in your whole life. You get to be one of the big dogs for a night.
Well, I feel like
But
on any campus, you can just, if someone's near the door, they're just going to open the door for you. Mm-hmm. Like, you can just basically walk into any of them as long as there's people
I don't think they wanted anybody there that like wasn't a college kid, I think was the big thing.
That's usually what they want, but...
Yeah. But long story short, we ended up staying the night there. And Jordan woke me up at like 7 in the morning, 7:30. And a ton of other people were all passed out, and it was just Jordan and I. And he had a backpack with him because he brought liquor and he brought bud and stuff like that. Jordan and I robbed this fraternity. We grabbed a bunch of grinders, like off the table, grabbed a bag of weed, and then we went into one of the other rooms and just started stealing fucking like half-empty bottles of liquor. And then I'm like, what now? He goes, we get the fuck out of here. And we left. And I remember walking. Our phones were dead, and I just remember we kept walking, and we were out in front of, like, you know where Chipotle is by SU?
Yeah.
Like, we were there, and we were walking down the street, and I remember we sat down, and we ended up having somebody call one of our friends to get us, and we fell asleep on the bench waiting for these people to pick us up, and then they... I don't know. It wasn't as good as a story as I had hoped it was.
No, that's pretty fucking
weird.
intense, though, dude.
You were talking about weird nights. I don't remember doing anything really bad
That's pretty...
at night. I've never gone to a neighbor, like somebody's neighbor's house. I don't think I've ended up at weird fucking houses before, like leaving the bar and just going to somebody's house, and like that was always weird.
That definitely happens.
Yeah. Like, when the one guy at the bar that's been wicked dope all night is just like, let's bring the party to my place. Yeah. And you, like, go there, and it's like, why the fuck am I at this dude's house? And, like, I leave, and it's like, I'm like, by Kingsford.
You don't
like,
know where the fuck you are.
do I go? Like, why am I by Kingsford right now? I don't go to bars on the west side anymore because it takes me so long to get back to my house.
Yeah. I used to go to the Shed all the time.
Shit.
Jesus Christ, that's all the way by the high school, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, that's where 5 Point Liquor is now, right? Shit.
That's why we used to hang out at his house, because it was right over there.
Nice.
Fucking A.
You gotta have like a home base.
Yep.
My home base is my home when we go to LaGraff's. My house is literally like a block away.
So have you sorry, off point question. Have you
We're
been
talking
to
about clip piercings?
No. Have you been to Possibilities in Syracuse? They have this tomato sauce as an oil in it. It's literally called tomato crack on the menu. This place, the cellar door just opened like a year and a half ago.
Oh,
It's
Yeah,
like
we've played there a couple times.
Right on,
Probably like 5 times
they
actually.
have local brews, and unless you like kind of like what's on the menu, it's not the best place for drinks. But their food, like they bring it out to you on a cutting board. It's so good. I loved it. They have their own version of tomato crack, and it's great. But my go-to bar, I worked at Old City. I was a cook in the back. And some waitresses still think I work there, so they hook me up with good drink prices depending on who I'm going. So I still go to Old City. Sting. I went to the Raven last night for the second time, and it was cool. Matthew McCabe was serving.
Yeah, the Raven's the one that's like a circle, right?
Yeah, that's
that
pretty
place has
cool.
a cool layout.
Yeah,
I've never been in there. That's like the only one I've never been in.
It's
cool.
it's definitely got like the best aesthetic. Like the whole bar is like a circle.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
It's wicked cool.
The outside looks rough, but the inside is a lot nicer.
Yeah.
Like, for sure.
I like the fucking shitty bars on the east side, man. I love them. Besides the Lighthouse, don't ever go to the
Yeah,
Lighthouse.
I've heard that's where
Oh
the
my
creepy
God.
fuckers go.
Yeah, no, it's fucked.
Which one's that? Is that down
That's the
by-
one next to Food Chow City.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's when you know you have a bad bar, when it's connected to a Chinese food restaurant.
yeah.
But it's all townies. The only beer they have on tap is Budweiser and Bud Light.
Greasy.
And then they don't have any shelves for, like, you know how they have like top shelf liquor? It's just liquor. It's all fucking, it's like Recipe 21, like Black Velvet.
like the dollar
Nikolai.
store.
Like, it's
It's
so
like the
bad.
dollar store fucking of liquor.
Yeah. Long story short, I went there and with a bunch of my buddies, and one of my friends got robbed. So we left and just didn't go back.
Yeah.
I like Gary's, but
Gary's isn't bad.
all the bartenders there we went to high school with, and I don't like that.
Chicks or dudes?
Chicks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel you there, man.
The Woodchuck is good, but same situation. All the fucking bartenders there are my age. I don't like that either. I like LaGraff's. I'm gonna start going there.
I haven't been there. Where is it?
It's down on 10th.
Yep, it's right next to my house.
Okay. Oh, word. Okay.
Basically, yeah.
Yep. Like, you know where Monroe Muffler Break is, or like the Oswego Inn?
Yeah.
It's right across from the Oswego Inn.
Oh yeah, I'm down to check it out. Go with you guys
Yeah.
sometime. That'd be fun.
It's good. The drinks are good.
Nice.
Everybody that goes there, like, I've been to bars that were packed before, but everybody besides that one crazy bitch that was getting in everybody's face last night, the one that Katie knew,
Yeah.
she got in my face because I was trying to talk to this dude in a wheelchair, and like she kept grinding on him, and he was trying to like get her off of him. And I'm like, I don't think he likes that. I don't think he wants you doing that. And she like got in my face and started yelling at me. And I'm like, all right, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, she used to be our boss at Ponderosa.
Oh my fucking
Like
fuck
one
that.
of our bosses. She was
Fuck
like a
that.
supervisor.
She needs to die.
She's fucking,
Dude,
she gets fucking really crazy.
yeah. But other than that lady, everybody there was super nice. It was a nice environment.
Mm-hmm.
And my old boss from fucking the Manor goes there all the time because he lives a couple houses down from me. So obviously he would go to the same bar.
Yeah, there's a bar one block up called Avery's, and it's like a super like old people bar,
Yeah.
but it's got a pool table, so
Hell yeah.
I
got
like-
it.
it's a block
Yo,
away and there's a pool table.
Playing
So.
pool at the Sting's a hit or miss. It's nice to go when there's no one there type
Yeah.
thing, but when there's people there, you can't play pool.
Yeah.
It's like, God.
And it's like they always play shitty music.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. And the part that pisses me off, we talked about this before, the jukebox thing, they have a skip button.
Well, they can also
behind
turn
the
it
bar
down.
And turn it down.
I've
So
had that happen a couple times where you pay money to fucking hear a song, and then they're like, "Oh, get rid of this.
Yep.
Because this is Meshuggah.
Yep. I exclusively play metal when I go out, just to spite all the people there that play country. It pisses me off.
I play this one Wheeler Walker Jr. song, "Eating Pussy and Kicking Ass."
Yeah.
And it's so good. It's just like people just like they hear it and they just smile. It's like the type of song you play when you want to get kicked out of a bar.
Yeah.
It's great.
I remember hearing he was on either Rogan or Joey's podcast.
He's on Rogan's, yeah.
Yeah. I listened to him a couple times after that.
He's like, yeah, this one's a ballad.
Yeah. He's like a comedy country artist.
That's fucking awesome.
You
guys ever listen to Ween?
Yeah.
No. I've heard the name, haven't listened to him.
They have they're a wicked weird band.
Yeah.
Every album they make has like a different complete sound and like production quality. Like they did one where they were trying to sound like the Beatles and the Pixies and stuff like that, and then they did one where they tried to be like alternative. But they lost a bet with some other musician. It was like Ween and some other artist got nominated for an award, and they were like, hey, if you win this award, we'll do a country album, but if we win, you have to do like a fucking pop album or whatever. Well, they ended up losing, so they had to do a country album, and they call it Ween's 12 Great Country Classic Hits. And there's a song called "Piss Up a Rope" that reminds, like, just hearing the eating pussy and kicking ass instantly makes me think of "Piss Up a Rope," because it's just it's a country song, but it's so filthy that it shouldn't be. It's very jarring that it's like a southern drawl, but he's talking about like getting blown by a fat chick and like talking about how he wants to piss on a girl and stuff like that. Oh.
Yeah.
You get kicked out if you play What's New Pussycat too.
You probably like, they have a certain...
You know what I'm talking about?
What's New Pussycat?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. People get pissed. If you play any Tom Jones, people get so mad. Like, it's not unusual. If you play that, people get mad. What's the other one? It's not Tom Jones, but it's like...
They have an agenda.
It's like, L is for the way you look. If you play that, people get mad. I've noticed, at least at the Sting. Like, those songs always get skipped. I can play Opeth all night, but as soon as I start playing like swing band music, I get fucking yelled at. Why are you playing Sinatra? We're at a bar.
We're at a bar, fucking loosen
Do
up.
the math. Piss up a rope.
Do the math. Oh, fucking A. What else is there to do other than bars in this town? Let's be real.
Jerk off. Look for shadow people.
Yep. It's my favorite American pastime.
I play a lot of 2K. And watch a lot of Netflix and sleep. I mostly sleep, actually.
Right on. Hell yeah.
Eat apples.
Shave. I just got a wood Dremel. I'm trying to get into wood carving, wood burning. Cause I honestly love that shit in high school. You know, Bach was kind of a suck up, and I just loved getting in that class. It was like an escape from school, like where I can be crafty, and I trying to do more things that project me forward to where I'm like using more mental, just more mental exercise, I guess. And even trying to get more in physical shape as well.
That's why you gotta just, you know.
Yeah, I do know.
Good point.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, cheers, bro. I'll drink to that.
That was inspiration.
You just gotta do it.
It's fucking inspiration.
Sunday. Come to the Dallas Motor Expo. Be there.
I'm Dr. No.
The finest selection of hedges and clippers and hedges and clippers and hedges and clippers.
Did you guys see that speech the other day that Trump had where he sounded like he was talking with fucking like peanut butter on the roof of his mouth?
No.
That's fucking hilarious.
I don't pay attention to politics anymore. It gets me in trouble.
Yeah, I got worn out.
Dude, it does.
It's
fucking... I get yelled at by fucking women because I talk about politics. Or I get drinks put in my face.
I'll show you in the break or something. It's
like,
fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It sounded like he it sounded like he had like dentures like falling out of his mouth or something. It was so good.
It's an interesting thing to watch. I mean, it's just kind of a fucking, it's almost like a reality TV show.
That's what it is now, yeah.
It's fucking, I lost interest. I'm like, you know what, I can all go to fucking hell for all I care. Like, fuck
yeah.
this shit.
Well, Twitter's doing like this fucking. Twitter's losing a lot of people now because of like, you know how they like were taking away like those blue checks from people. They're kind of like trying to silence certain people that don't meet their like agenda kind of thing.
They're like blocking people that post conservative shit, saying that they're being offensive and racist.
Yeah, so a lot of people
YouTube started demonetizing people. Like there's a girl on YouTube I watch.
Google is pretty openly liberal.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's pretty weird. That's what I don't like about liberals.
Yeah,
and that's why I don't want to be one.
Yep.
I don't want to silence other people. I want to hear what they have to say and make fun of them when I'm in the other room.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a conservative.
There was a test that I took online. It was called 8 Values at 8values.com or something. It shows you all your like how you align, like your political alignments and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
I'm right in the middle. For
pretty
like
close
almost
to the middle.
I think for like everything except for health insurance.
I'm definitely more left leaning, but I'm closer to the middle than most
agree.
people would be.
I agree. The thing is, like, coming from here and then moving to Colorado where everyone has fucking guns and I can go into a gun shop and get one. Literally, like, the whole freedom aspect is, like, literally most people want to be left alone. I lived in a town where you can do whatever the fuck you want. There's a guy tweaking out, but as long as he's not hurting anybody, no one's going to do anything to where it's more of the raw dog-eat-dog survivalist mentality. And it's really cool to when that coming from a state of New York, where it's just like, guns are just one example. But the state government has more trust in their people and all that stuff. And I believe I'm all about like focusing more on local government because that's the first step is just like improving your state around you.
Yeah, you have to work. You have
Think
to work
think
out.
global, act local.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's the whole thing.
Off.
So many people are literally just doing it for so many things for the wrong reasons nowadays, whether it be politics, identity, or anything. It's all just about your status. And most people's lives are so boring they have nothing else to talk about. So I'm just like, I'm gonna do what's trendy, and it's just like, yo.
And they end up making shit up. That's what we were talking about with social media. They just make shit up to post.
Yep. Yeah.
And then people spend their time looking at what other people are doing.
And getting mad.
And getting mad that they're not doing it.
And then we were talking before a while ago.
It's a lot. Well, Facebook is all arguments, too.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
The amount of echo chambers on the internet is a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know, there's people out there that like to buy figurines of like little ballerina dancers and they come on them and then they post them online and jerk off to other people coming on little figurines. That's
hard left.
All I'm saying is that
just put the handbrakes on, oversteers.
I'm talking about snowmobiling. No, what I'm saying is that.
So you're saying people jerk off on like those little homies? Remember the homies?
Yeah, literally those. Dude, it's fucking weird. But like, it's a good thing to have a place to be accepted, but it's a bad thing to be away from opinions that you disagree with.
Yeah,
true.
You shouldn't be sitting in like a forum of only people you agree with because then you
don't see the other side.
Yeah,
it's just affirming all of your beliefs.
Yeah,
it doesn't challenge your ideas.
It's like I'm subscribed to the Donald on Reddit, and I read a lot of extremely right-leaning posts, and then I go to like Our Politics or whatever, and I'm like, okay, well I can see their point too.
Yeah,
and it's like, I don't know, you got to make up your own opinion, and I think what people do now is they just try and like latch onto something that they think is gaining traction.
Well, I think anybody who voted for Trump, like at this point, is just kind of like they're really attached to it. So like I feel like if there's anything that he does wrong, they justify it in some way.
Yeah, that's why I don't believe in voting, because I'm not smart enough or educated enough to fucking think that.
The problem is you don't really know enough about the person after the campaign. It just is, you can't figure out who you actually want to vote for.
Like
There's no way to really know that, because you know that they're going to be deceptive in the first place. Like that's the whole thing.
It's like a job resume. You're going to write a whole bunch of bullshit.
There's a whole...
really are.
Their whole point is to get in office, so they're just going to be chameleons.
Mm.
And Hillary Clinton was pretty guilty of that, too.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why people didn't vote for her was because, like, all the stuff that she was saying when she was running last year.
She didn't even
She
want
didn't
gay
believe
marriage.
She didn't believe in it until last year.
Yeah, she didn't even want gay marriage.
There was a commercial, or it was either a commercial or a video on Facebook, and it was showing Hillary Clinton campaigning in 2016, and then like her at like rallies in like 2012 or 2008, or like fucking press conferences, or like talking at universities and stuff, and like literally everything was contradictory. And at least like you have guys. I mean, I think Trump is just a fucking moron.
Look, they all
at least he's always been a fucking moron. Is basically what I'm saying. Yeah. Like Bernie Sanders. I wish he could have been nominated because he's always believed in what he's been saying.
He does, yeah.
He's consistent.
He is consistent, but the problem is that he's got a little bit of crazy shit going on too. So
yeah.
Yo, here's the deal. Nothing comes for free, and that's what people have to realize.
Mm-hmm.
But I was talking with my dad about this earlier today. The only reason, just let's take world hunger for one example. It's possible, 100% to feed everyone.
Oh, easily.
And if everyone in the world didn't have to worry about being hungry, we would be way more productive as a species. But humans are our own worst enemy in the sense where humans are the ones holding that back because of whatnot. And
because there's money to gain.
People have to be realistic. Be like, oh, we can live in a perfect society where we can be like the Netherlands and we get energy and shit for free. It's just like, yo,
that shit,
you're living in a fairy tale.
There's a kid that fucking, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, you're good.
It pisses me off mostly. I bitched about him before. I know I have, or at least I bitched about him like just hanging out with you. I'm not going to say his name because he probably listens to this, but I fucking hope he listens to this and like just fucking...
Shout out to this guy.
Shout out to fucking... Fuck you, faggot.
Hashtag.
He's gay, which is the best part. He went on a huge fucking rant on Facebook about how... you said Netherlands. It was either the Netherlands or it was Sweden or Denmark has... like not a fixed income. Is it a fixed income? Like no matter what, you get like $500 from the government.
A living wage.
A living wage.
Something along those lines. Yeah.
It's called. Oh my god, what the fuck is it called? You just get a mandatory amount of money, basically.
Yeah, you get like X amount of money, even if you don't work. You get X amount of money. And he's like, well, people would need to have jobs. And it's like, first off, get a job first, you fucking idiot. He doesn't have a job. You're not allowed to be unemployed and try and advocate for things at the same time. I don't think. I think if all you do is just sit on your ass and you're not trying to fucking do anything, and you're just like, well, I shouldn't need to get a job. It should be like Denmark, where they get money every month from the government.
It's called to Denmark. Like, fuck.
It's called Universal Basic Income.
Yeah.
And the problem is that you're not going to have any drive when you just are getting money to sit on your ass.
Here's the deal.
You're not going to. But people think the thing is that people think that like people are going to still pursue like what they want to do, but it's pretty unlikely.
Think about the amount of people that just abuse the welfare system.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it would be.
If you have a majority of people consuming and not producing, nothing's going to happen. It's just going to be a lower percentage of people be like, oh, we can just have the 1%. It's just like, yo, you're just mooching off other people's previous hard work, and that can't happen.
And people think that technology is going to help, like, to take some of these jobs, but you got to have people creating that technology.
Yeah,
I agree
as well.
No, I'm totally for it. Yeah, there's corporations taking advantage of certain tax breaks, laws, and stuff like that. We could be contributing our taxes to something more to benefiting us more as a country, and that's what we should all try to do. But, like, yeah, the whole extreme left of just, like, we don't need everything should be free, and it's just like, what the fuck? But, no, like I've said, I'm more towards the middle, probably a little lenient more towards left, where I give people the benefit of the doubt, but yeah, a lot of people abuse the welfare system or
and it's not that it's
don't deserve them.
Bad.
And like you said, it's not that it's not possible. Like with GMOs, we could feed everybody, and we could definitely have a free education system and things like that. But do we want to? Is the real question.
Exactly.
And like there was a rant Doug Stanhope went on in one of his stand-up specials where he was talking about world hunger. He was bitching about it. And he goes, there was he didn't say the company, but I want to say it was Banquet. They do TV dinners.
Yeah, they're fucking great.
Yeah, they had a lasagna TV dinner, and they ended up having to discontinue it because people found out that there were traces of horse meat in the meat.
They're only good for their brownies.
Yo, I actually had a banquet before I came over here. And the funniest shit. It says 100% natural chicken, and in small writing below it says with rib meat. And I'm like, I just laughed. I showed my dad. I'm like, what the fuck is this? 100% natural chicken in big lighting, small little letters with rib meat. I'm like, the rib of a chicken? What the fuck?
How many chickens is that? How many ribs we talking about? But yeah, so they had
mostly
to.
rib
That's
meat.
good. It was dank. Sweet sour chicken.
Oh yeah,
Banquet.
Dude. Banquet.
Shout out. Get 10%.
Yeah, go to banquet.com. Put in password shots. Get 10% off your next horse meat banquet meal. But they had to get rid of like hundreds of thousands of pounds of this fucking TV dinner because it had horse meat in it, and you can't sell horse meat
In
in America or something. Yeah. And it's like, dude, ship that over somewhere.
Italy, they eat it. Other countries,
but then there's the same argument at the manor. We waste like not maximum. The goal every day is to only waste 30 pounds of food. Dude, 30 pounds could feed a family for a while.
Yeah,
that's like 30 pounds could feed a family of 4 for like a week or 2.
Yeah,
and that's what we're throwing out daily, and that's not even counting like what the food that the residents aren't eating, or food that we're eating ourselves.
Yeah.
Like 30 pounds?
Yeah, at Ponderosa, we used to throw out fucking food like crazy. Yep. Everything that was on the buffet would just go in the trash. And they'd tell you not to eat any of it either, which doesn't make any fucking sense. It's going to go in the fucking trash. Yep. But we ate it anyway. But
dude, I miss the chicken nuggets you guys had at Ponderosa because they tasted just like Burger King's.
Just fucking, I miss Ponderosa in general, dude. You mix everything. Put mac and cheese on your taco.
Oh!
Fucking whatever you want.
Do we have a Golden Corral near here? The closest one I know of is in Rochester.
There used to be one Fulton.
There used to be, yeah.
Yeah, it's gone as fuck.
Gone as fuck.
It's gone as fuck. I remember my dad said it was so bad he wouldn't even take us there because it was so garbage.
Yeah, Fulton. I went to Arby's there a few weeks ago. It was just some fucking
Arby's is still a thing?
Oh yeah, in Fulton? Fuck yeah.
Jesus
Smokehouse brisket. I fucking rub that all over my face. It's great.
So we gotta go to fucking. I have to get Taco Bell.
Yeah, dude, I've been fiending for some fucking Taco Bell, man. Doritos Locos Tacos, Crunchwrap Supreme.
Oh, I just buy the box.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The box of like 12 tacos, and I eat all of them.
If you show up to a party with that, you're fucking strapped, and you're definitely getting some pussy. Like 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Wow, that just gave me the best idea ever to just not even show up with booze. Just get like
the Taco 12 pack.
Get like 3 or 4 Taco 12 packs.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Trade tacos for drinks.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck that. Eat the tacos and leave sober. That's even better. You don't have to be hungover.
Dude, sell them $2 a piece.
People would. That's the
People
problem.
would definitely do that.
$24 a box. Double your money. Be the middleman.
What's the appeal with Americans and tacos and Mexican food and stuff like that?
You know, dude.
Why is Taco Bell so huge?
Dude, alright, so here's the deal. Living near an Hispanic country and stuff like that, most shit that we eat in America that we consider Mexican is Tex-Mex. They actually don't eat that shit in Mexico.
What do you mean?
Well, it's just like what we were talking about last time.
Fajita Grill, right?
We were just talking about when Brian was here, we were talking about how Chinese food here is just not really.
Oh yeah, Chinese food is Americanized.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like sweet and sour chicken and General Tso's chicken, it's all commercialized.
Same thing with majority of Mexican, unless you go to that raw authentic place. Of fucking, they have tamales, they got churros, like fresh. Barely any of the people speak English. It's some good shit, man. It's dirt cheap, but it's rare. Most stuff is Tex-Mex.
What's the appeal with Tex-Mex?
Well, people definitely like Taco Bell because it's cheap as fuck. And it also has.
But why do people just like tacos and burritos and stuff like that? That's what I'm getting at. It's like I don't know anybody that doesn't like that type of food. You know what I mean?
It's plain and simply, it's good.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a little mix up in culture.
Yeah.
Italian food's dank. You can't fucking get over that shit. Alright, so here's the deal. Oswego, when my dad was growing up, there's different districts in town.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Majority of people are white, but they discriminate based on class, family, and all this shit like that. So where it's just like, it's been, my dad was talking to me, and it's really been thinking of like how divided, whether you want to blame it on the media or whatever, is literally just human nature to divide and conquer. Literally, it's just like, oh,
yeah,
it's literally just a popularity contest, exactly. And it's like, no matter if we're all the same, it's humanity, and that's the barrier we're trying to get over.
It's like
it's a trip.
Humans love lists. Dude, humans love listing things. It's
Damn,
fucked up.
Imperials love their lists.
Oh, God.
Stormcloak or die, motherfucker.
Yep. For the rebellion.
For the rebellion. For Skyrim and her people. This Tex-Mex food is getting me fucking hungry. Damn.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I know Fajita Grill is Southwest.
Yep.
Or Tex-Mex, right?
Yep.
And Chipotle.
Dude, I had nothing but Chipotle out in Colorado. I miss Fajita Grill.
Yeah, no, Fajita Grill is way better because
So, in my
Chipotle
opinion,
doesn't know
yeah.
how to do queso, apparently.
Yeah, yep.
Like, it's so bad.
Their queso is fucking so good.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
drink
done
it.
getting Fajita Grill's hot salsa, though. I'm
Word.
going back to medium.
Is it hot too
Last
hot?
time... No. It's not even too hot. It's just that last time I had it, I shit my brains out for like a day and a half. Like, straight diarrhea.
I got food poisoning from there once, but I still go there.
You can't help
Too
it.
good.
See, I think sometimes I get food poisoning, but I'm also hungover, so I don't notice.
Oh no, man! You know it's coming out both ends to where you're clenching a garbage can while you're sitting on the toilet. And it's
Yeah, that's like Monday for me. It's so awful.
Oh fucking.
But I just... The first time I got their hot salsa, that was the problem. I just had issues, so I was like, I'm done. I'm going back to medium.
No.
I'm going back to the safe
Dude,
zone.
I don't get salsa or no, I don't.
I get the fucking fajitas, and then I just make like 7 tacos out of it. Because they give you, like, they'll give you up to 6 shells or whatever, and then they'll just give you containers of everything.
No, fuck that.
And then you just make a whole bunch of tacos.
That's probably a lot more bang for your buck than buying tacos. So
It's like $10 or something like that.
okay.
Fuck that. Get a burrito. Be a man.
Yo, burritos dang. Especially if you got the homie plug that like be like, roll me a fatty burrito.
My-
and get 2 shells.
Shout out to Marissa Dashner. Always makes the best fucking burritos at Fajita Grill.
Hell yeah.
Type in code shots at Marissa Dashner at fajitagrill.biz for 50% more rice and beef in your burrito.
Yo,
We
man,
got a lot
honestly,
of shout outs on this
so
one.
Fajita Grill has a liquor license. They sell beer. How many people drink beer at Fajita Grill? How many people get drunk at Fajita Grill?
I definitely do.
I would
Let's go
definitely do
get
it.
drunk at Fajita Grill. I got reservations at Chili's. Fuck off.
I never really eat at Fajita Grill. I either take it out or I
Yeah.
order it or whatever.
I there was the one day where I don't know if you went. We all went. We walked from Wes's house to Fajita Grill.
Oh, yeah.
And
Damn.
I got a burrito and I ate it on the way back to Wes's house.
Is this on,
That's how
Brendan
close
Trail?
he is. No, he's
Oh,
his new place. It's on 3rd Ave.
Word.
It's on, 3rd Ave. It's up past the high school.
You know where that like apartment complex is by the high school, like right on
Yeah.
the corner? He lives
Yeah.
right by there.
That new
Like,
one?
Yeah.
Word. Okay.
He lives like right across the street from it.
Wicked close.
So we walked from there to Fajita Grill. No, I
mean, technically he lives in Rochester.
mean, yeah, technically he moved to Rochester, but when we hang out there.
Uncle Rick.
No, I drink so much. My liver has so many scars. It could be a Bond villain. Oh, it's a problem. But you know what? Fuck it. We're all gonna die soon anyway. Probably.
Yeah.
North Korea gets a missile that can make it more than 100 miles. We're fucked.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought of that.
I think we have technology to shoot it out of the air.
Yeah,
least I
Operation
hope we
Star
do.
Wars. Ronald Reagan funded it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And some of these people are just fucking crazy, man. This
Dude.
Kim Jong-un dude, Kim Jong-un is fucking nuts.
You know, and he seems
And
so
then you
nice
had-
in the interview.
And then you had Bin Laden, who was watching all those weird movies and shit, and it's fucking crazy.
Oh yeah,
He's like
pornos.
watching Napoleon Dynamite and shit.
Oh, word.
What's the
There was
league?
a whole list that came out of like all the movies that he was watching, and there was like 7 different kids movies, like Cars or some shit, and then there was Where in the World is Osama Bin Laden? Like he was watching like documentaries about himself, like where he fucking is.
That's
It
funny.
was so fucking weird. I don't think Napoleon Dynamite was on there, but I want to watch Napoleon Dynamite because I was watching Uncle Rico clips earlier.
You have to.
Dude, he did a great job in that movie.
Speaking of Uncle Rico, did you see? You don't watch football, do you, Graham?
Not too much, no.
You should start.
Right.
It's a good time to not be an Eagles fan because Carson Wentz tore his ACL today.
Yep.
That's awful.
GG.
And the fact that he tore it week 14 of this season, he might not even play next year. That's what they're saying. So he's out for they're the number one team in the league right now. He's out for the rest of this year in the playoffs, and he might be out for all of next year.
Jeez.
That sucks.
I'd feel bad if I didn't have to deal with Eagles fans shit talking every time Tony Romo got injured for the year. So I'm just gonna take this in for a little bit before I give out any sympathy. Serious, for 3 years in a row, Tony Romo got out. He was hurt. He was out for the year. And it was just getting shit talked by Eagles fans online. And now they're finally having a quarterback with an MVP type season that tears his ACL. I kind of like it. It makes me. I feel like Carson's a good dude.
Yeah, but he plays for the wrong team.
But he plays for the wrong team. He should be playing for Dallas.
Yeah.
If he tore his ACL for Dallas, though, it'd be so fucking awful. Because it would just be like, yup, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you're a liberal, and you're on Team Hillary.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty fucked.
And Donald Trump just got injured.
Just lost his teeth.
The Packers fucking won in overtime today to the 0-12 Browns.
Yeah.
They almost fucking lost to the worst
I
team
stopped.
in the league.
Because I have Red Zone Radio on TuneIn Radio. So it's not Red Zone, but it's the same exact idea. It's any team in the Red Zone, it tunes into the broadcast automatically. And it was 21-7, and I'm like, fucking A. The Packers are about to lose. So then I turned on the Cowboys game. The Cowboys game was crazy. I don't know if you watched that at all. It was 10-10 with 10 minutes left in the game, and the Cowboys ended up winning 30-10. It was fucked.
Jesus.
3 touchdowns in 5 minutes maybe. They had a
so you can't stop watching.
They had an 81-yard passing touchdown, and then a passing touchdown to Witten, and then a 21-yard run.
Dude, I really wish I would have watched the Buffalo game because they were playing in a blizzard.
Yeah, no, that I have to fucking
a foot of snow.
When I get home, I'm probably gonna watch the condensed version of that.
It looked like it was fun to watch.
Yeah, you watch any sports, Graham? You seem isolated right now.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother. To be honest with you, man, I don't have cable television. You have to get Wi-Fi. Don't really keep up on sports because it's honestly not my gig. I ran cross country in high school, which is the lone wolf type of sport. I played Pop Warner. My dad, I was gonna bring this up, but I was just waiting for the right time. My dad, who was the nicest hippie guy, when I was playing Pop Warner in 5th grade, almost beat the shit out of this other dad because this kid.
I'm just imagining your dad being mad, and then I'm imagining your dad trying to fight another mad dad.
It was great because my dad was just there to support me and shit, and this dad was yelling at his I was putting Mighty Might because my weight.
Go Denver! I'm the Bat Dad.
This fucking dad was yelling at this kid who was younger than me. This kid was in 3rd grade. But just why did you fumble or whatever bullshit? And just straight pushed his son on the ground. And my dad was just what the fuck? And that's the more primal version of my dad I've seen. He actually asked me to get out of football. He's it's too violent of a sport. I can't understand.
Fucking honestly, the 3rd grader gets diagnosed with CTE the next day.
Oh man, no. I honestly, I like it. I don't fully know the mechanics of the rules of how it works. I do like it watching it every once in a year. I dig watching a good competitive game on it. It's just my lack of getting on it. I watched a shitload of Sons of Anarchy. I watched that twice. I'm starting Breaking Bad over again. But once I get internet, it's gonna go downhill, and I'm
it's so I'm into basketball super hard right now simply because
it's in season.
Yeah, it's in season, and it's just such a spectacle. But we talked about this last week. Football is just
it's a brutal game.
It's so good.
If it would come down to it, what I like hockey. Whenever I go to a hockey game, that's where I'm most in tune. I get pumped. The Hoffmans, I don't know what it is about the flat top they have at Laker Stadium, but the Hoffmans at a hockey game or whatever, no other Hoffmans.
You mean the hot dogs?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so good. Literally, I don't know what it is, but the hot dogs you get at a baseball game or hockey game taste better than what you get at home.
It's because you're already pumped.
That's
True.
actually no, they definitely are. There's
It's
just
the truth.
something about
Yeah,
it.
it's probably the flat top. It's the grease they have on the years of cooking it
Yeah.
and all that shit. I miss Hides. I haven't been up there.
You're
And sorry to
tasting-
change the subject. Hot
good.
dogs and wieners. But,
We actually talked about hot dogs last week. We were talking about hot dogs and
Yeah.
Coney's for like 20 minutes.
Nice. Yo, dude, I haven't been to Hides since I've been back. I want to catch up on that shit. I've been trying to get into everything since I've been back. It's been good.
Sub shop is still overpriced.
Yeah. Oh no, it's sloppy. Whenever I take a bite, it's fucking
It's everywhere.
Cum shot of mayo on my face, and it's not
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
But if I'm drunk, I don't care. But their Eric Cole special, you can't get over it.
No.
That Texas hot. Ooh, it's dang.
Yeah.
It's
Fucking no, we were I was talking about hot dogs with my dad actually recently. I think yesterday. And we were saying like you go to a game or like you make a hot dog and you like say you have a hot dog at the house. Like I do. I'm fucking weird. I fucking love blue cheese. Like I do blue cheese and
Crumbly
ketchup.
or creamy? Creamy?
Either or.
Okay. Word.
I do blue cheese and ketchup on hot dogs at home. But you go to a game, you have to eat it plain.
Yeah.
You got to eat it plain.
Yep.
It's the best way to do
I
it.
put ketchup on hot dogs. People, tons of haters on.
Oh yeah,
on
people
ketchup.
get fucking pissed.
I love it. Just a little bit. Like, not too much. Just
Yep.
a little touch.
I definitely
Not
like
the biggest fan of
yeah.
mustard. I don't like how it smells. I haven't really given it much of a chance. I probably
Mustard,
should.
Yeah, mustard's just a little funky.
Yeah. it
I like
smells
honey
weird.
mustard, like sweet mustard.
Yeah.
But only Tully's honey mustard. Yeah, now we're talking about Tully's again. You ever been to Tully's?
Tully's!
Fucking best mustard in the world.
No, I haven't.
We really talk in circles on this show.
Yeah, well,
We come back to the same points all the time.
yep, we come full circle all the time.
It's always
But no,
hot dogs and Tully's.
Hockey games live are like they're crazy because you get to watch the play unfold in front of you and like watching them get ready to change the line is just nuts because they're going so fucking fast and it's just
When people are kicking each other in the face with skates, it's fucking awesome, man. I'm
Did you ever see that that video of
sorry.
there was a goalie and he fucking he got his throat like sliced with
Yeah.
a fucking
Got it stitched and went back to the game.
dude
Yeah.
intense. Like he was
Fucking
bleeding all
hockey
over the
players
ice.
are fucking nuts.
Props to that guy.
Those are fucking literally those are razor blades that are on your feet.
Yep.
So like that is sketchy as fuck.
I've always
And you're getting hit all the time.
you
Like
get run over.
yeah, your fucking feet are going up in the air, dude. You could be sliced open real easy.
I don't know if they get. I think they get hit more than football players, but I don't think they get hit harder. Does that make sense?
I don't know.
They were a
I
lot.
don't
I feel like
know.
they. I feel like you get.
Sometimes
I
they
feel
do.
like you probably get hurt more hitting the ice than you do hitting a turf.
I feel like a lot of times when you hit somebody, you're just trying to bump them off the puck
Yeah.
versus fucking take their head off. In
Versus,
football,
like,
you're
hurt
trying to fucking crank somebody.
yeah, you're trying to hurt the person.
Yeah. You're trying to say like
It was fun
Yeah.
tackling people. I miss that. I miss that shit
you're,
with
you're
pads.
trying. It's about sending a message. You're like, don't fucking come over in my zone again. Like, don't be here again because you're gonna get hit. In hockey, it's like, get off the fucking puck. It's mine.
True.
It's a different.
When they body check him in the wall, though, that's fucking rough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the cross
Against the boards,
the
it's-
boarding. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I always get called for that when I play NHL.
You
Boarding.
can turn it off.
Yeah, and then everybody
think.
fucking dies.
Yeah.
You turn penalties off in Chell, and all of a sudden you just down to like you have like 3 goalies playing forward. It's so bad.
It's
I wish
just
you could
one
turn-
goalie and then another goalie,
Yeah.
just sitting there like neutralized.
Playing Madden with no penalties is pretty fucked because defensive pass interference is actually the funniest thing of all time.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you could turn penalties off.
If I can be completely honest with you, my favorite sport to watch
You're gonna say UFC?
that and volleyball. I filmed volleyball in high school, and it sounds unappealing, but literally,
Volleyball is intense.
literally seeing it go back and forth, it's like exciting. Like,
Yeah, you know,
it's just
tennis
like,
is pretty fun to watch too.
Dude, I fucking missed the shit out of tennis. I played tennis all 4 years of high school.
Tennis is like
It's like I'm not really athletic. It's like all a mind game. You have to place
Yeah.
the ball where you want, and you have to also like
know
you have to
where
it's like
you have to
you
know
ping pong.
where
Yeah.
and outsmart them.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to fucking
you have to know where they're thinking
Yeah.
you're gonna go. And be
and it's
quick
all
with it.
fucking it's all in the backhand, dude. You can't win unless you have a gnarly backhand. Or just like a ridiculous like I remember spending hours every practice just to like get a forehand right to where it would curve right over the net.
I love when they're going back and forth and it's high speed, and then they just take speed off of the ball and pop it up real low. Dude, it's so cool.
Dude, nothing will be dirtier. I remember watching Austin DeMott play my freshman year. He was ridiculous at tennis. He plays at Oswego State. And I remember he was playing a kid from West Genesee, and they were both the highest. Like, I think Austin had only lost one match ever. And, like, this kid from West Jenny had only lost, like, one match ever. And they were basically playing each other to get the 1 seed in sectionals because it was a tiebreaker sort of thing. I remember Austin ended up winning. I don't think he won the match, but he won a set in a match. Or, no, it was a match point, actually. He lost in sectionals. But he was up at the net, and he hit the ball and cut it. And the ball went over the net and then backspinned back over to the other side. So it counted as a point because the kid couldn't hit it fast enough. But he like hit it perfectly and it just went boom, boom. And then that was it. And I remember we were talking to him and asking him about it. And he goes, yeah, it took me like weeks to learn how to do that. And it's like, I don't have that kind of dedication. It took me just... Well, mostly I was baked. Like I was mostly high the whole time I was playing tennis.
You can't really practice tennis without someone else either.
Yeah.
True.
It's kind of like one of those things.
His dad plays tennis. His dad's gigantic. His dad's like 6'5", 300 pounds. Most ridiculous tennis player I've ever seen. Wicked good at racquetball, too. I don't know if you guys ever played racquetball. That shit's fun as fuck.
That is fucking dangerous, dude.
Dude, my dad is... Because that's such a dad sport.
When I play racquetball, my goal is just to hit it as hard as I humanly can and then dodge the ball. Yep. That's the game of racquetball for me.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Racquetball is so fucking fun.
Oh, yeah,
like the fucking...
Those rooms at Laker Hall, the mini Hobbit doors. It's like...
yeah, dude.
Oh, man.
And then just
we used to be in a league at the YMCA, and the racquetball courts were from like the 70s. And my dad he's pretty husky. He's like 250.
Yeah.
And he would hit the back window so hard that the window, like the whole fucking thing would shake when he would hit it. And he would just, oh my God, being so greasy after.
It used to always go up in the top. There was like a little like hallway up there for some reason.
Yeah, you could watch the game.
Yeah. It's like, and they would always end up there.
Yep.
And you'd always have to go up.
Wow, racquetball was nuts. I gotta start playing.
Dude, we should just go play racquetball.
My dad plays with my fucking cousins and shit.
Racquetball.
Clear Shots plays racquetball.
I've honestly been trying to get into pool lately a lot better, get better at pool. Because
that takes a long time.
It's like riding a bike, though.
Yeah.
As soon as it's all angles.
It is, literally, just knowing the physics of what you can do, whatnot. Yeah. And what I literally, a good trick is the pocket that you're trying to get the ball in, put your stick in the pocket, and just see the angle, and you'll see what side of the ball you needed to get in the direction. Yeah. And like, if you have a good few people teach you, and get you a long way, and that's what I've been trying to get into, because it's more of a public appealing sport, especially to play at the bar and stuff
Once
like that.
You learn to, like, put backspin and front spin on the ball, you know, like, it's nice to be able to hit the ball and have your cue ball roll back to where it was, so you're still set up for the next shot. It's one of those things.
You gotta have the guidelines off, though.
Yeah, you do have to have the guidelines off.
We have Poolmaster FX for Xbox One.
Every pool,
we know our pool.
Every pool game, it seems like, is too easy. Like pool video games are always way too easy because they have that fucking line that tells you exactly where the ball's gonna go.
Samuel, I'll do one with you.
No.
It's mine, precious.
All right, let's take a $5 because I have to pee.
Right on.
So.
Don't fall down the stairs. I fucking fell down the stairs last time.
Oh, where it happens.
Racing game?
Yes.
Dude.
Yes.
They need to make another one.
Disney made that game, which is a trip. It's just like, I never thought any video game ever would come out of Disney in split second. Was like...
Which one was that?
It was the one where, you would, if you drafted or drifted or did stunts, you would get points, and then you wouldn't. They weren't like power ups, but you could like blow up shit on the track or
Didn't you play as like a stunt driver basically?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. you can change the map physically around you by making things blow up,
Yeah.
fall on other cars, but you make the route different, so you have to adjust, adapt.
Yeah,
it
I
was a
remember
really
that.
cool, high intense speed game. It was awesome. I remember playing with Scott Warner, fucking F-Zero X on the N64, Speed Metal, Mario Kart. It was so fucking intense.
Dude.
It
Yeah.
was such a fun game. Such classic. Good game.
They don't make fun arcade racing games anymore.
Remember
They
you said
barely ever
Heat
make split screen games anymore in the first place. That's why I want to get the Switch. Like, it seems like it's more party focused.
Hell yeah.
When Smash Brothers comes out for that and like Mario Party and shit, it's gonna be fucking awesome.
Remember when you got heat flashes as a kid playing games? You're on the edge of your seat, like bah, 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 like just like straight sweaty hands and everything.
Dude, NASCAR Rumble used to do that to me all
Is
the
that
time.
the one that was NASCAR with power ups?
Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
Played Dirt to Daytona and that was fun.
Yeah.
On GameCube.
There was Burnout 3 Takedown. That was fucking sick because you'd like basically have to run cars off the road and it would slow down and show them crashing, like flipping and shit. That was dope as fuck. There was some really cool like aggressive racing games back then, like battle type racing games.
Yeah, I remember.
Even Twisted Metal and shit were kind of like that, just fucking battle mode sort of things. Mario Kart had it too.
I remember
battle
they
modes.
had the one game for PS3 called Full Auto Battlegrounds. And it was like you pick a car and you customize it, and then you pick guns and shit to add to it, and it's like Death Race, the movie.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Damn. Nice.
Yeah, there's not because car racing games are such a niche market as it is, and then to even like segment that further by making like a battle royale racing game or like a fucking competitive, not competitive, but like
Well, Rocket League is a driving game. It's you're driving a car, but it's also a
soccer and hockey and basketball and.
But I think they'd still go over. I think
What the fuck's it called?
I think there's just a really
Drop
open.
shot.
Yeah, well, I think there's just a really open market for party games right now, split screen party games,
Hell yeah.
because nobody does it. And with the Switch, like it's so designed for that, because you get two controllers basically right off the bat when you buy the console, because it splits into two controllers.
Yeah.
It's designed
Like,
for couch co-op kind
Like
of thing.
playing Mario Kart at Wes's house was dope because everybody just gets one of those little tiny controllers and it's just so simple.
Yeah.
It's just fun as fuck.
Mario Party 5 was the first game I ever
Yup.
got on GameCube.
Mario Party
Rage.
5 is the best one because they had the mini game where you make your own car, and it was a battle car mini game. We're not even kidding. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
You'd have to fight all the fucking Mario characters, and it was like Twisted Metal.
There's multiple versions of a game you could play on one game. You could play like volleyball with Mario
They
characters
did
on Mario Party 5.
hockey, right?
Yeah.
Then they had one that was like it was like a board game version of Mario Party, but it was you instead of doing mini games, it was like dice rolls and chance cards and stuff like that.
Okay.
Mario Party's just dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I used to always like the mini game where you were up like on this platform and it was like sumo basically, and you were running on balls and
Yep.
you'd have to run into the guy and knock him off the edge. That was so
I
much
love
fun.
I loved the fucking 3v1 mini games in Mario Party 5.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. Like
Yeah.
there's the one where everybody's standing on like rings and another person's floating and has a hammer. And you have to hit the people off of the platform.
My favorite one was when you're sledding downhill all on tubes.
And the other dude has the
and
spikes.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you have to just obey
Yeah.
him. That was so much fun. So much fun.
Dude, yeah, I cannot wait for Mario Party for the Switch.
Hell yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah, it is.
It really is.
Every game, like it's crazy because it's a bunch of games in one, and you really don't know what you're gonna play, and you don't know whether you're all gonna team up on one guy or you're all gonna be separate like individuals, or if you're gonna have 2v2 or whatever. It's really cool.
And then you have the special ones. Like the only
And it's
one
different
I really,
every time too.
Yeah, the only one I really played was 5, but I played too much of it. And I remember they had like the Donkey Kong mini games where you have to collect bananas.
Yeah.
And then they had the Bowser mini games, which is everybody's on the same team and you're against Bowser.
Yeah.
And they're all like chants basically. There's the one where you have to like hide in the cauldron, and it's basically like a 1 out of 3 chance that he finds you.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
or a 1 out of 3 chance that you survive.
Yeah. Shit.
Fun, nostalgic, straight up.
I just like Mario games. I mean, I'm getting a 3DS for Christmas exclusively for Pokemon, like because I don't have a 3DS anymore, and I just want to play Pokemon. Like it's so much easier to just. I'm getting bored with console games right now. There's no RPGs I want to play. Like all the RPGs I have, I'm done with. All I play is 2K, and I watch Family Guy.
I just started playing Warframe again.
Oh, I can't do that one.
They put out an update, and it's
like open world now, isn't it?
It's essentially, yeah.
Playing Skyrim again on the new Xbox One version. I made a new character. I actually got 2 new characters just because of the mods and everything. It's just so beautiful.
Sweet.
So beautiful.
Yeah, I thought about buying that.
Yeah, and it's so easy to. And like my original complaint was that because I played PC too. My original complaint was that there wouldn't be enough mods, for the Xbox One version. But you go on there and there's thousands of them.
Too many.
And all you do is you have to do it online, but you just click the ones you want, and then it sets up a queue, and then next time you load Skyrim up on your Xbox, it does it while the game loads.
Damn.
It's fucking sweet.
Oh yeah. I heard if like certain ones hinder your actual gameplay, but if you get the ones that are just enhance the graphics and all this, it just makes it so much
I think some
smoother.
of them probably like lock achievements and things like that.
Yeah, you can't get achievements at all, I'm pretty sure, if you have mods on, which is whatever. I don't give a shit about achievements really anyway.
Yeah.
I actually now that we're on video games, I just started playing Master Chief Collection again.
Nice.
And I'm going through all of the Halo campaigns. I finished 1 the other day.
Yeah.
I'm on Halo 2 right now. And
Halo 2 campaign was great.
Yeah. I think my favorite one is 3.
Oh
yeah, definitely.
3 it was just ridiculous, but I want to going through all of them. And
I liked Reach. Reach was fun.
I did like
Reach was cool too. Reach at the end was fucked because you try and survive, and just eventually you're just
gonna
done.
die. Yeah, you die no matter what.
Yeah, and it's like I don't think I played 4, but I played 5. I beat 5, and that one I liked 5 a lot, honestly.
4 was good for graphics. There's a few times I didn't beat it, but I was playing it and it was like I had to stop a few times just because it looked great, but didn't vibe with me well as a game.
Yeah.
Kind of was just repetitive. And it was actually the new race of aliens and stuff. It was hard.
With what are they called? The Prometheans?
Prometheans, yeah.
I didn't like that.
The only one I haven't beaten on Legendary is the first one.
Yeah,
that one's definitely the hardest.
What's the mission? The labyrinth?
The library?
The library. Impossible. Even because I play on heroic, and it took me like fucking 3 or 4 hours.
That's the one with the flood, and every room looks the same.
Yep. You can't get out.
Damn.
I love that in the Master Chief Collection for number 1 and 2, you can change the graphics too.
Mm-hmm.
And with Halo 2 Anniversary, like
it's like instant too.
Yeah.
And the music is all remastered too, redone.
Going from because aren't the cutscenes in Halo 2 actually acted out? Or is it just better mocap? Didn't they have actual actors for certain parts? Or is that just something I thought of?
No, what happened... Well, in the original Halo 2, no. In Halo 2 Anniversary, they used the Blur Studios, which is the team that did Halo Wars. Uh-huh. And they used that, and they were super awesome cutscenes. Yeah. Just high quality cutscenes.
And switching between the two was crazy, because Halo 2 is only like 12 years old. Mm-hmm. And like going from like that's something that I would have my grandma sit down with me and be like, all right, this looked crazy when I was a kid. And I remember playing Halo 2 when I was like fucking 7 or 8 years old, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How can games look any better than this? And then you play Halo 2 Anniversary and you can like switch between them, and it's like, dude, that's not even fair.
Yeah, Halo 2 was the reason I got the Xbox in the first place.
Yo, first next gen console I ever played on was with Wes. And he played Call of Duty Modern Warfare over at my house, and it was like, these are the best graphics. It looks so real. Now I play Call of Duty, and it's just like, it's good, but it's eh.
Yeah.
And it's a trip.
It's crazy.
How far it's come, dude. It's
like
and
growing
fast.
Up and
real
like
fast.
Seeing games like, I remember when I got a PlayStation 2, it came with Jak and Daxter. And going from a PS1 playing like Spyro and then playing Jak and Daxter was nuts. Then I had the PS3 came with Madden which just was going from like Madden 03, which was the newest one I had, to Madden 07 on PS3 was nuts. And then there was that one game where you fight the Russian aliens. Resistance.
Oh, yeah, I remember
Did you ever
that.
play that game? Resistance
I've heard
Fallen,
about it.
man. It was fucking crazy. It was supposed to be the Halo killer. I never did, but I'm pretty sure they don't even make Resistance games anymore.
No, they don't. I think they made 3 of them, didn't they?
Yeah.
You always have
always
fond
do.
memories of the older games, but it's just a lot of them just don't hold up nowadays. Because you go back and it's just you realize that like gameplay really has gotten better, like in a lot of ways. It's just that back then it was fucking revolutionary.
That's why I love platformers. Platformers are always fun.
They never get old. A lot of indie developers are still making platformers. That's like their main thing now.
Yeah, like Shovel Knight and Owl Kid or whatever the fuck it's called, Owl Boy. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Platformers are sweet, and that's what I love about like Mario games. You can never, there's not a bad Mario game because it's all just the same sort of concept.
It's basically the same game all the time. Because it's good and the formula worked. And it still does work.
Like I could sit down and play Banjo-Kazooie right now.
New Super Mario Brothers 2 is really good, so if you get the DS, you got to get that.
I was told to get 3D World too,
Yeah, 3D Land, I have
or
that.
3D Land, and I'm trying to get into Zelda. I don't hate Zelda. I don't like the 3D Zeldas. I love Link's Awakening and like Link Between Worlds, where it's the overhead Zelda.
Yeah, I liked
And-
Ocarina of Time.
Everybody's telling me to get Ocarina of
I
Time
love
and Majora's
Ocarina.
Mask for the 3DS because I'm not the biggest Zelda guy. I don't get it.
I'm
I
not
just don't
either,
get it.
but fucking Breath of the Wild is game of the year, so I had to get that.
Remember Wind Waker on GameCube? Loved that. Where you could sail.
That was
in
the
between.
cartoony one, right?
Yeah, loved that shit. Yeah, that's good.
I never played that because I never really had a GameCube. Like I was like,
You missed out.
I had one, but I didn't get it until after it was like it had run its course basically.
GameCube games are still selling for like what you get modern gen console games for, like $50-$60 depending on the game.
Yeah.
Like Wind Waker goes for that. Most Mario games go for like $50-$60 now.
Resident Evil 4 originally was a GameCube exclusive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, I think it was an exclusive for like a year. I remember I got Resident Evil 4 for Christmas, and it was the craziest fucking game ever. Like,
Well, I used to play the shit out of the Dreamcast because I just fucking liked some
you
of
had
the
a
games for it.
Dreamcast?
Yeah.
I never had a Dreamcast. That's such a foreign thing. Sean has a Dreamcast, and he has all those fucking hacked games, like Dynamite Cop, Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, I was mostly just Xbox and PlayStation 2.
Yeah, I was all PlayStation up until this gen. I got rid of my PS4 to pay for rent back in like January. I ended up moving back home anyway, but I got an Xbox One like 2 months ago.
I mean, I didn't even have Xbox Live until the 360.
Really?
I gotta get Xbox Live again. When I do, we're all gonna fucking rage it out. I play Grand Theft Auto with Blake and stuff like that. We just team up, do heists and stuff. It's
Word.
kind of the newest things that are coming out are like tacky and kind of like but it's fun.
I want to get GTA 5 again just because the campaign is so fucking good.
Oh,
Like the story mode in GTA 5 is it's so good.
First
I
person's
played it.
hard too.
Yeah, first person
Yeah.
is weird.
Yeah.
It was so weird the first time I played it. I remember I was at college. I was going to college with fucking Mike Chetney. We got fucking like wicked fucked up, and we played GTA 5 in first person. It was like too real.
Yeah,
Like stab
I really
people
like
like
it.
this. is fucking
Dude,
fucked
like
up.
you're fucking like it looks like you're just actually killing people in the street. It's like, ooh.
Yeah.
But the gunplay feels wicked smooth for being a
For-
third person
for-
made.
yeah,
a third
yeah.
person game being made in a first person. It felt wicked smooth for like a first person shooter.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was so fun.
They made it so well.
Yeah.
Especially like the little radio station, little subtle hints of how they're making fun of humanity.
Dude,
Fucking great.
the talk radio Laszlo or whatever.
Oh, dude, it's so
It's
good.
so funny. I had a
The one with JB Smooth.
yeah.
It's so fucking good.
I don't have Spotify anymore, but I had a Spotify playlist that was just the talk radio
Los
from
Santos
GTA 3.
talk radio?
No, it was Grand Theft Auto 3's talk radio, and they had a fucking spoof of what's it called? It was like, I guess it was NPR, but it was like, imagine First Take, but they were talking about politics, but they were both wicked. Like, it was because GTA is just a fucked up world.
Yeah.
Like the world of GTA
just
it's all in chaos.
It's just an exaggerated version of what we're living.
Yeah.
Like a super exaggerated version.
Oh yeah.
It's wow. I haven't thought about
Like
Grand Theft
LA,
Auto so
it, like
long.
is it Los Santos? That's
Los Santos
For 5, yeah. That's
Yeah.
and San Andreas, right?
yeah.
Isn't
Los
that the same?
Santos is like a whole bunch of California like mushed into one city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Really,
cool.
The where Trevor lives, there's this place called Slab City in California, where it's the only like actual free place of America of type thing. If you look into it, there's a few Vice News things about it, but they actually like in downtown Los Angeles too. They like got it on cue for certain points,
Yeah.
but they mushed it all together
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the boardwalk isn't right there like it is in the game.
My only problem with GTA 5 was the city part was like you guys just said, it was too compact.
The problem is that
Half the map's useless.
the problem is that there's not enough out in like Sandy Shores.
Yo, my house out online's on Sandy Shores because everyone's in the city to where I can start and I can make my run type thing to where I can strategize. Oh, do I want to fuck around with people right now or just want to grind, do my own thing?
Yeah.
Like
My,
it's nice to have.
I have like 5 apartments in that game now. I got like 4 in the city and then there's the one way out by the water in Sandy Shores.
I remember. I think we were either talking about it on like one of the original episodes of the podcast. We were talking about it at Wes's. Remember when GTA 5 first came out? I had GTA 4 and all the DLC stuff, and I did the Lost and Damned.
Yeah.
And I went and played GTA 5 right after beating Lost and Damned. And then when you start out as Trevor, you're killing the guy you played as. Remember that?
Oh yeah, the biker dude.
The biker dude is like one of Trevor's fucking
really?
dealers.
Huh.
Or one of the
didn't-
guys
I
that
didn't
buys
notice
meth off of Trevor, and he fucking curb stomps him to death. And I'm like, dude, I just
Oh,
spent
yeah.
like 12 hours playing as this guy and like getting to know this guy's story, and all of a
I
sudden,
think that's kind of
fucking-
cool when they do that.
That's how like, and I think that showed that's how badass Trevor is. That you just got done. Like he was like Johnny was the most badass fucking biker in New York City, basically. And he fucking goes out west to work for Trevor selling meth, and Trevor just kills him. Fucks his girl in front of him and then kills him. Like,
Yep.
it's just fucking metal.
Yo, for real.
GTA 5 is awesome,
They
though.
do a lot of subtle hints back to 4
Packy,
and...
you can get Packy in the campaign.
What?
The Irish dude, yeah.
The
There's a
4th character?
Yeah, one of the heist characters. You can get the Irish dude from GTA 4 as a heist.
Oh,
And he's got
okay.
like perfectly maxed stats.
The guy in 4 was Nico
Bellic.
Bellic.
They talk about how he they talk about him in 5, and he pulled off the bank heist and like just went off the grid.
Yeah.
I'd like another game with Nico. I thought he was a good character. GTA 4 was really dark though.
Yeah.
It was super dark.
You know, and it's weird, like, the driving was much more realistic, too, in that.
Yeah.
And 4?
But the controls were definitely, like, more wonky. Because, like, when you play 5 and then you go back and play 4, it's, like, hard to play because the way the camera moves and things, it's just not as smooth.
4 was like the same controls and gameplay as like 3 or San Andreas or Vice City,
Yeah.
but with a shiny painted coat. And then with 5, they like revamped the whole system. They had the weapon wheel and stuff like that.
Yeah, they polished everything, really.
Yeah, I think GTA 5 might be one of the best games. Honestly, one of the best games I've ever played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I never think about it because it's such like a...
Rockstar is really
I played
good
it
in general.
twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LA
I played it
Noire.
twice because it came out for the 360 and then it came out again for the 1, and I bought it again.
Yep.
And I played the campaign 2 times, and it was fucking just as good.
It's like...
And you can play it 2 different ways too, which is great. You can
Yeah.
be loud and rambunctious or stealthy. I loved Red Dead Redemption. I'm
Yeah.
looking so forward to the second one coming out. And LA Noire was really dank.
They just remade LA Noire. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I have to play it. I've heard about LA Noire. I've never played it before.
So good. It's so good. It's a great story. And the thing about Red Dead Redemption, LA Noire, it's cinematic.
Yeah.
Like, you play it for the cutscenes, and you play it to get more in touch with character. And it's literally like watching a movie that you unlock each part of the way. And it's fucking cool. It really is.
Yeah.
100%. I'm looking forward to the future. Looking forward to see what it has. And also
Fucking-
just like...
And Red Dead was so good.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in that part where someone dies. I shouldn't really spoil it, but
No, go
Someone
for it. Came
dies.
out forever ago.
yeah, I guess so.
Are you
But
talking
anyway,
about
the main
end of
character that
game?
you're playing
Yeah.
ends up dying.
You got
And then
cry
you-
at the end.
And then you play as his son through
You
like
can
the
get
rest
revenge.
Yeah.
of it. Super fucking cool.
you fucking duel them.
I like when games have the like a character that you've already played as in a different game and bring them back, and like I feel like that should happen in the next game in a way.
I'm pretty sure the next Red Dead is a prequel, isn't it?
It might be.
That's what I read.
But I was in Pokemon Ultra Moon. I just beat the battle tree, and then at the end of it, you're fighting against Red, who's the fucking main character in Pokemon Red and Blue. It was so cool because he's got like his Charizard.
He's probably OP as fuck, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
his Pikachu and shit.
Dude, fucking in Red Dead Redemption, when you duel people, you can shoot the gun out of their hand. And
really?
And at the end duel, I always tried to shoot the gun out of his hand to see if it would make an alternative cutscene, but I think you can only kill him. I'm not too sure, but I always tried to where, and then it was hard to where I couldn't get him. I'm just like, fuck it, I'll just beat the game like I have. But
did you ever play Gun?
Gun, no.
It was like a Wild West shooter. It was all quick draw kind of shit. It was really fucking cool. It was for Xbox, I want to say. The original
Xbox.
Xbox.
Ever play fucking Red Dead Revolver?
That's the original.
I never played that one, no.
Dude, that game is like a Quentin Tarantino video game. It's hilarious. Have you played Red Dead Revolver?
No.
It's the original, like, it's like, it takes place in the same universe as Redemption, but none of the characters in Revolver are in Redemption.
Yep.
But you play as this guy, he's like 16 years old, and his dad used to be an outlaw, and one of the old outlaws he used to run with shows up, he kills your dad and kills your mom, and then you grab your dad's gun and you shoot the guy's arm off, and then you disappear, you get taken care of by like some Indian tribe, and you become a bounty hunter, and you play as Red, who's the main character, and you also play as
Dead.
No. You play as Red. You play as this English guy that's like a fucking quick draw duelist. He dual wields revolvers. I think I want to say his name's Johnny English or something like that. Jack English. Mm-hmm. You play as this.
It's always a John or a Jack, isn't it? And with them.
You play as who's that girl that can shoot rifles really well? Annie something. Annie.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about? She was like the first woman's like fucking quick draw champion or something back in like the 1800s. Annie Rhodes, I don't know what the fuck her name is.
Mm-hmm. I do not have this information in my repertoire here.
I don't know. Basically, long story short, it's a Wild West game where it's like all the bosses are just ridiculous. Like there's this one guy, his name's like Pigpen or Piggly or something, and he covers himself in dynamite. He's somehow impervious to explosions, and he covers himself with dynamite and like blows himself up to try and kill you, but he never actually takes damage from it.
Jesus.
And then, like, so you're Red and you're a bounty hunter, and then you're also going up against the guy that killed your parents, and then you're also going up against, like, the fucking general of the United States Army that's, like, trying to hunt you down because you killed one of his captains or something. It's just such an over-the-top fucking game. They don't make enough Wild West shit.
No, they don't.
The Wild West movies and stuff like that, they need to come out with some good ones. Like, 3 Ton to Yuma was the last good Wild West movie I've seen, and it was like,
There's a couple empty markets in the video game industry right now, like that. And then I would also say that pirate video games need to be more prominent, because Assassin's Creed 4 is one of my favorite games.
Oh, yeah.
Because just being a pirate was fucking badass.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking just sailing around, and your crew's like singing shanties and shit. That's super dope.
When it comes to Assassin's Creed series, I've never played Black Flag, but I heard it's dope.
That's my favorite one.
Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood were my favorites.
2 is definitely my favorite.
I fucking maxed out 2.
I want just a video game version of the movie Tombstone where you play as Doc Holliday and you just fuck Serbian whores and shoot people in the
face. So good. So good.
I have to watch Tombstone tonight now.
Again.
I used to, like, I didn't watch it for the longest time, and then I literally watched it like 3 times in 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I watched it the first time, and I was like, okay, and then the next day I'm like, yep, I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it until like a year ago.
That's gonna be my favorite Wild West movie. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is good. 3 Ton to Yuma is good too. Django Unchained, no, that's not really a Western, but Django Unchained is good.
I'll consider it
It's got like a Wild West sort of vibe.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
We'll let it slide.
It makes it cut 65 passing.
Yeah, easily. But, fuck. Time to wrap her up. It's already, it's a...
Double bagger. Triple dagger.
From the South.
From the South.
The deep South.
Oh, deep South. I like them French fried taters. Oh, yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for fucking having me on.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for being here, man.
It was pretty sweet.
Glad
it was good
vibe,
to see you.
nice therapy
fun
session,
type
good
shit.
confessions going on here.
Yeah, just talking about black women mostly. I mean, that's really what the whole theme of
That's what the
was.
alternative agenda was. Hell yeah.
We talked about rashes and Hoffman hot dogs.
Yeah, I think we covered a pretty good
The
spectrum.
Hoffman conspiracy.
Oh yeah, it's dang. You can't get them anywhere in the country. Same with New York pizza. I was fiending for it when I was gone.
Yeah.
Straight fiending for it.
Just
when I
Brooklyn
got back.
style fucking wicked thin crust pizza,
yeah.
dude.
You can't beat it.
Yeah.
It's the best shit ever.
Hell yeah.
Pizza's one of those things, too, though, that's, like, different everywhere. Like, every single place you get it, it's a different thing. Like, I've never really had two pizza places that taste the same. Like,
No.
it's different everywhere.
100%. The oven definitely contributes.
Yeah.
To how it is.
Does.
They charge mad hard for New York style pizza. In Colorado, they had to do low and slow cooking because the altitude affects the crust rising. To where it would take forever to get a pizza and you'd pay max dollars for it. And here I go to Bridge Street Pizza and get a large for like $8-9.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can't
fucking-
beat it, dude.
Dude, Cam's is, like, almost $4 for a slice of pizza now. It's fucking stupid.
Fuck that. I love that. Not you in particular, but there's people out there that are like, oh, you get Sub Shop, but it's so expensive. And then they turn around and go to Cam's and spend like $20 on a pizza.
Fuck that.
Get the fuck out of here.
100%.
Dumb.
Just get a Red Baron, you fucking sissy.
Half off at Domino's when you order online for this limited time only.
Type in keyword shots.
Oh, fucking A. Well, gentlemen, hell yeah. It's a pleasure.
All right,
Thank
man.
you. I hope we have more of this on in the future. And
Yeah.
Easily.
good vibing.
Easily.
Good vibing.
Thanks again, man.
No
Appreciate
problem,
it.
guys. Adios.
Take it sleazy.